This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like listeners can support the show for $8 a month on Patreon.
Just as I expected. They can click the link in the description below. But what do they get out of being a Patreon?
Listeners get early access to podcast episodes through the Patreon site. They also get access to the official Codec Calls Discord server.
Right. They can listen to the live, unedited recordings and even watch gameplay streams.
Wow, you must be crazy to miss out on all those Patreon perks.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our social media specialists. She posts on all the major platforms, as well as receiving our listener messages.
Our frequency is 209-791-0995. It's a dedicated frequency for burst transmissions for fans. Don't forget it.
We'll be monitoring our voicemail and messages. They could also contact us by email.
Got it. They'll call if they're feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to make great content. So email us at info@pixel-benders.com with questions or advice.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, the listeners can play along with us with physical copies of the games.
How do they do that?
Through our Amazon affiliate links.
Affiliate links. How are those going to help you?
You never know.
Oh, did you see that I changed it? The YouTube stuff?
I didn't know.
Yeah, because I used to have to make individual videos through our podcast service. Like before I was doing by hand. Remember I was doing like the wavelengths?
Yeah.
And that just even that became too much. I was like, nope, don't have time for this.
Yeah.
And so our service, redcircle.com, they make a little video that kind of is the wavelength, but it's just not individual wavelengths. And so I started doing that, but then that sometimes takes like 2 hours to do.
Oh, dang.
And so I click it and then I forget. And then I'm like, oh my God, I haven't uploaded the YouTube version.
Yeah.
But they finally decided to add a thing where you can RSS feed at YouTube.
Oh,
and
nice.
then so YouTube just grabs the episode artwork and then it just uploads the audio with the
like the waveform or whatever.
No waveform, but it's just the artwork, like just a square artwork.
Okay.
So that's, I mean, I know it's more minimal, but it's just, it comes out at the same time as everything else. So I don't want anyone to be behind just because of that stupid.
Well, and it's not because there's no visuals. You're not worried about missing anything. So I don't really see the need of putting any like, fancy graphics or anything. Most people that are going to listen to that are just going to be doing something else most of the time anyway. So
exactly, which reminds me, I got to put up the videos for at least the trailer reactions. Those I'll be putting on Patreon because. Yeah, because otherwise. So basically, oh my God.
Hold on. Get back.
Yeah.
Cats, am I right?
Yeah, they're like that sometimes.
But yeah, basically at episode 18, the other playlist died. And then I just let the RSS feed grab everything. And so there's a new playlist with everything from episode 1 all the way till now. And yeah, that's just the podcast one.
Cool.
And oddly enough, not all of them, but part 2, 3, 4, and 5 of Snake Eater got hit with copyright, and I'm guessing that's the Snake Eater outro or whatever I'm putting in there.
I'm back. I missed everything you said. I didn't have my headphones on me, so I just heard the last bit about Snake Eater being copyrighted or something.
Oh yeah, that's all. That's all YouTube? Basically. Yeah.
You can dispute it, right?
Yeah, but I don't get.
That's fair trade. Okay.
Yeah, I don't care. We're not making. No one makes any money off of YouTube. So, and then that clip, the removing the transmitter clip, that's got 808 views, which is cool.
I was gonna say, I don't know what to do. Like, I might have to I don't know how you guys pick that up when I'm like I can barely hear it.
The cat?
Well, everything. I mean, just I don't know if my walls are just fucking hollow as hell or something, but it's just
you're wearing a headset, aren't you?
Yeah, but I always cock one ear off to the side so I can hear what's around me. So I'm like, I mean, I barely caught them, and like you guys were like, well, I knew that's what it was because you were like, oh my God. I'm like, they heard my fucking cat. They're fighting in,
Dude,
in the other side of the fucking house.
It almost sounded like Snoop Dogg was about to come in and commentate on it.
But I'm like, man, I might have to move the setups to the garage or something.
No, it's all good, dude. It's not interrupting anything. Yeah. If anything, it causes a funny moment.
No, I know. I just do feel bad. I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Nah. People understand. We're amateurs and we don't have a studio, and a lot of. I mean, I would bet like 80 to 90% of podcasts out there are like this.
Because they have shit going on.
Yeah, especially
since the pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah, since everyone's doing everything remotely, and there's only like a few pro, guys out there like Conan and dude, not even the Scrubs guys are doing it in a studio.
Oh, Zach and what's his name? Yeah,
and Donald Faison.
yeah,
Zach Braff and Donald Faison does it in his closet, bro.
That's not. Well, I mean, look at Matt Pat did it from his closet for the longest time.
I was to say, yeah.
Exactly. And even when they started doing YouTube for it's called Fake Doctors Real Friends, even when they started uploading video to it too, he was still in the closet and you could see just like his wife's clothes behind him.
Maybe we're missing out on something here. Maybe we need to record from the closet.
Right? Should we all record from the closet?
Maybe. There's she.
I know. It does. It does dampen the sound because of all the clothes.
Oh yeah,
the clothes.
You don't need to worry about getting those panels. Yeah.
Yeah. But shit. But then we're not fucking comfortable. We're just like in a fetal position in the closet.
I don't know. That depends. If you're got on a nice pile of clothes, you might be comfy.
I guess. I don't know. If I'm sitting with my knees bent for too long, like you can start to hear them creak and crackle like it's a brand new house. Like my knees are starting to go. Welcome back, everybody, to Codec Calls and Metal Gear Saga podcast, where we play the games in chronological order from 1987 all the way to the present. I am your host, Noise, aka Luis, and I am here with my two fellow drug addicts who are also dropping acid with me.
I was going to say, you finally got one. You always started, look, I had one. I don't know. What was it?
I literally just like, what should I say right now? And I just, acid. We're talking about acid. Metal Gear Acid, German, a.k.a. Contra.
What about me?
That's you. Are you playing right now again?
Yeah, of course.
And damn it, Chris, a.k.a. Blue Rhino Bouse.
Hello.
So, as I said, we're playing Metal Gear Acid, and I don't remember what happened, to be honest, story-wise. Really? So, I mean, I know the overall gist, but like I said, I was already done by the time we recorded the last episode. Mm-hmm. And I then go back to like refresh what the story was and stuff. So I kind of know what's going on. I'm going to have to pull up some character names because, I can't.
I wrote down the names because I knew we weren't going to remember. I mean, a lot of these are first time names, if you will. I mean, kind of like Ghost Babel, we're like, who the fuck?
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. It's going to be like Ghost Babel where we're going to be like, who?
Or even MG1, MG2, and the crappy NES versions. Oh, yeah. I wrote down all those names. I'm like, I was like, who? Because we know Solid 1, 2, 3, and so forth by heart. It's the other ones were like, who the fuck is that character again?
Right. So I guess we're kind of it's almost like we're going back to how the podcast started.
Yeah, honestly,
because it's gonna be a minute till we get to 4.
It's gonna be a minute, but we're getting there pretty quickly. At least I feel, but nonetheless, Acid. I'm gonna start off by saying that I can see why people hate this one. I also
that's a good sign.
I also want to say though that I'm pretty confidently sure that 2 fixes a lot of the things we're all probably pissed off about right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I want to just start off by saying, because I'm digging this game, I'm loving it, but there's a lot of bullshit. I'm like, God damn it.
Right, because you started with 2, so all the quality of life changes.
Mm-hmm. At least I feel like I remember plenty of quality of life. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Well, before we get to that, how was your guys' week? Even though I think we just spoke, I don't even know.
It was work.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's why if those guys that don't know, we're postponing because we all had to work.
Yeah. We German and I were asked to do OT, asked quote unquote, more like demanded to do
absolutely
overtime.
Strongly suggested.
Yeah.
I actually had to kind of call out my soup because I was like, can the company stop using the word ask? Because that implies that I have a choice to say no. And he was just like, well, yeah, I'll be straight with you. They want mandatory overtime. And I was like, okay, that's all I needed to hear. Like, I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to bite your head off.
No, it's just,
we work together. We're coworkers,
Stop sugarcoating it. Stop. Yeah.
Yeah, plus it sends a mixed message, like I said. I think I can say no. And when I told him no, he was like, it was actually like a hard ask. And I'm like, hard ask what? Like, you're going to push me to the ground and, force me to say yes? Like, I can still say no. Like, if it's mandatory, like the company is going to write me up, then I guess I'll have to do it or something. But anyways.
CQC you.
He might CQC. I got a lot more CQC experience than him. Like, I know to look for the exclamation point over his head, and then I will be taking him down and shooting him point blank with the Mustang gun,
or just hide under a box.
Yeah, in the jungle. But yeah, that was pretty much Germanized. It wasn't even just an extra day of OT. It was like almost every day. I think we worked.
OT. Every day was up like 10, 11 hours or so.
I think it was one day that I didn't do OT this week. So
yeah,
that was nice. And yesterday I did. Was it yesterday? What day?
I don't know. Today's Monday.
Okay, so yesterday I did 4 hours because I guess that was the minimum, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do 4 hours because I had an appointment already pushed ahead because of that, And you worked all day yesterday?
Me? I worked
OT yesterday.
A little bit OT, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But I already had plans yesterday, so I was like, hey, I don't know if we were gonna do it today, but I had plans.
Well, if you look at the text message history, yes, that was our goal.
I did not remember, so I was like, I don't know.
I knew it too. I was like, I don't think he's gonna remember.
Yeah.
Well, I also kind of remember saying like, just play to the next chapter. So I was like, oh, we're probably just gonna try and record on Thursday or something. I don't know.
No, I was just saying.
I was just confused. So
no, I was just saying continue playing because what's it called? I just didn't want to leave Chris with less time. I knew you were just going to devour the game, and possibly me too. I don't know how much harder it gets, but yeah, I wanted to give Chris enough time before our official day of recording again, because that's to us 4 days from now.
Yeah.
So, Chris, did you do any extra ops?
I did not. No.
Okay.
But I'm pretty confident based on what I did this week. For the first part, I'm pretty confident I should be able to get to the next checkpoint.
Right, like it's making sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's starting to click now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think that was my problem too when I started. Like, I started playing this game back when I had my original, that PSP you're holding in your hand. That's my OG PSP from what year did the PSP come out, dude?
Oh,
was that
2002?
2003? Yeah, 2002,
yeah, 2 or 3 or so, yeah.
And that's the 2000 series, so that was the next gen. So yeah, maybe, man, probably
05 maybe?
05 or 06, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Is when I got that one. Oh, you know what? I could probably figure it out, but I think Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter for the PSP, Advanced Warfighter PSP. I think that's when I got it, because I literally like, dude, remember when Kmart used to sell
games,
video games?
Stuff? Yeah, they actually had stuff. Yeah. Remember when there was a Kmart?
Yeah. Oh man, that was sad. But that's Advanced Warfighter.
Blockbuster in Circuit City.
Oh man, Circuit City and Carson.
Oh yeah,
that relic is still there, isn't it? Like the building.
The building, yeah.
So it looks like the original Advanced Warfighter was not a thing. So no. Oh, so Warfighter 2. So 2007 was
2007 when you got this one.
That's when I got that one.
So a little bit of just so we can, while we're on the subject, my remember I had one PSP that was broken and then another one that the screen's broken, and I told you I was gonna try and play on Tony's PSP. Well, that one's also got a cracked screen. So I couldn't play it on PSP. I'm playing it on computer, and I'm kind of sad because I wanted to play it on the PSP.
Yeah, I mean, it's I can't with those screens because they're darker than my phone screens, and I'm so used to looking at modern day screens.
Yeah.
That, like, Chris, is it bright enough for you?
Oh, it's fine for me. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, because on my Vita, like, I can't, and also because it's glass compared to the PSP. The PSP is a plastic.
Yeah.
Cover or screen,
mm-hmm.
and the Vita's glass, and so like it reflects everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can imagine that getting pretty annoying quick.
Yeah, so that doesn't help at all, especially during the day. So yeah, I mean, my phone's glass. Everyone's phone is glass, but my phone is insanely bright. So yeah, I've been playing it on my phone and on the PC when I get a chance to, just so I can like fast forward and kind of get used to the battle system and stuff like that. But yeah, so what did you, Chris? What did you do this week?
I played this game quite a bit, actually.
Okay.
I played through the missions originally, and then I went back and replayed the missions. And then, of course, what was it, Friday? I found out that we had to play to that certain point that I hadn't played to yet. So I was like, crap. So I had to do that real quick. And I had finished that. Mal, I actually played, you saw, I played Diablo 3 with him on Friday. And he had originally messaged me, and I thought it was going to be at 6 o'clock we were supposed to start playing that. And he messaged me at like 5:15, and was like, "Oh, I'm ready whenever you are." And I was like, "Oh crap! Give me a few minutes. I'm taking care of something real quick because I had to finish that last mission, and I didn't know how long it was going to take me. I think I had finished by like 5:30, so it wasn't that bad at all.
Oh, okay.
And then got on with him, played for a little while, and that was a good time. And then that was. I mean, that was pretty much the highlight of my week. That wasn't my week, but that was the highlight of my week.
Okay.
Was basically playing that game and then doing that. Nice thing is too that the weather has cooled down quite a bit, so that's nice.
Yes. Over here too a bit.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking when you guys were talking about working overtime and everything, I was like, that's got to be rough, especially with how hot it's been up there. Like that's insane. I couldn't do that. So
that's what I don't get. I think I was telling our other coworker that I cursed out on this podcast a couple episodes back.
What?
Brian, remember I called him?
Oh, yeah.
I was telling him, I was like, dude, they know like this is like the hottest 2 months of the year, and they allowed overbooking to happen. And then they're forcing us to do overtime. It's like, where's the accountability? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the whole, not trying to bore anyone out there, but the whole concept that they know that our nodes are overheating, and so they're still making jobs. It's like, there's a problem. Stop sending us out here for stuff we can't fix.
Yeah. What are we supposed to go out there with buckets of ice like the maintenance guys and pour water on the node? That's what they're doing.
Are they?
Geez.
That's literally what they're doing. Because I spoke to Kenny. Remember I was in North Lake and I showed you those 2 ports.
Oh yeah, the defective ones or whatever.
Yeah, these 2 cable ports basically fell off of this tap, which a tap is just like a big boy splitter for the neighborhood. And yeah, so like I was taking off we call it the drop, which is the line from the tap to the house. And I was taking it off and I was like, oh, this is attached to this port. And I'm like, it's coming all the way off. And it just like came right off the tap. And I was like, oh no, dude, like now I can't even reconnect this guy because it fell off. And then I'm like, okay, let me check the other port. And I used my Terminator tool to take that one off. And same thing, it was coming off too. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, dude, now I have to for sure call maintenance because I was like, I can't leave this customer without service.
Yeah.
And the reason I did that is because I was like, oh, maybe it is his drop. Maybe it is the line from the street to the house. It's bad. But I was like, crap. So I called Kenny and I showed him pictures and he was like, oh, damn. He's like, I don't think I've ever seen that before. And he's like, I'll, put it in as a job and I'll be there. Yeah, it didn't take him too long. I just replaced a bunch of fittings and fixed stuff while I waited for him. But he was like, yeah, this is a defect from the factory, actually. I guess he said that they're supposed to put something there to keep it from spinning.
Oh.
And so since it didn't stop spinning, it spun and it broke the inside of the tap. But he was, we were talking about, the nodes and stuff. And he's like, yeah, like there's very little places for me up here to get ice and water and ice to pour over the nodes. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, like that's the only way to cool them down. Like obviously they're weatherproof because they're exposed to the weather. But yeah, he's talking. Yeah, that's what they're doing is they're pouring ice and water. So everybody out there who has any kind of service, I'm sure phone has the same problem.
Oh, sure.
But phone or cable, yeah, these are the hottest days of the year. So
it's not our fault.
It's not your fault, or not our fault, but it's like if you and your neighbors are all kind of experiencing the same thing and it's only been the last couple weeks or the last month, that's probably why. So quit calling in.
just hold on.
It's basically what I'm saying. I'm sure they already know and they're working on it.
Yeah.
But my week actually, Jesse and I've been watching Fallout.
Okay.
It's on Amazon Prime. I kind of resisted watching it a little bit. I did hear lots of good things from the internet, even people who had never played the games. And yeah, so I started watching it on my own. And I got to the second episode, and there was an actor that I knew Jesse was going to recognize, and I was like, oh, I think I should watch this with her. So we started watching a couple days ago. Chris, you'll know him as Ben Linus.
Ben Linus.
I have
the first name sounds familiar. I can't place Linus.
Yeah, Benjamin Linus. He was born on an island, or so he says he was born on an island, but he's a liar.
Oh, from Lost?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what came to mind, but I was like, I don't know the last name Linus, so I don't know if that's him or if someone else. So okay.
Yeah, so first he shows up in the show as Henry Gale, but he's a liar.
Yeah, because the dead guy they found buried that he claimed was his wife,
right?
Was Henry Gale. Yeah.
Are you guys still rewatching the show?
Yeah, we are on season. What season are we on? 3, I think. 4. I don't remember. It's the part where Jack.
I know it.
Yeah, they're trapped right now. So by the others.
Oh, okay. It's like the first 5 episodes of season 3.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I remember when you said you were rewatching with your wife. I was like, man, if I had time, like I would love to do a Lost rewatch podcast.
Yeah,
that'd be.
No, it's funny because rewatching it now, like I've forgotten a lot of what I had seen before and everything.
Yeah,
and I'm watching it sort of with a fresh mind, not with like, oh, the ending is terrible and everything. I'm trying to watch it with like, I want to see like, because like you say, you had said before, like it's one of those shows that shows you it's about the journey, not the destination.
Right.
And so I'm trying to go about it with that state of mind and like, okay, so what is this? And I gotta say, one thing that the show does absolutely perfectly is intertwining all those stories in together.
Yes.
Like they do it so well.
Yeah.
I have not seen any other show do it that well.
Yeah, and even like the backstories that happen, like the flashbacks and stuff, because it's like, to outsiders who have never seen Lost, it's like, I don't want to watch fucking serious version of Gilligan's Island. Like, this doesn't seem fun to me, But you don't just see them on the island. You see why they're on the island, who they were before the island, you know, and it makes you feel for each character. And then, like you said, how they intertwine with each other. Like, have these people met before?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So man, I could talk about Lost more than I could talk about Metal Gear.
Really?
Yes. I mean, I've said, once we got to like around this part, I wasn't playing as much and I was paying kind of less attention to the story of Metal Gear. But Lost, I've seen it all the way through more than 20 times.
Damn.
Jeez.
I watch it multiple times a year. Like one day I'm just like, it's time, and I just play it. And usually it's in the background, but I know exactly what's going on. I don't even have to see it. Like I hear it and I know what's going on and everything. But it's usually good background noise for me. And I'll watch it all the way through.
Yep.
But enough about Lost.
Yeah, I know.
My favorite show of all time, my religion. That's what I always say. I was like, Lost is my religion. Mostly because of the message it conveys. I like its message. I think that's why I'm so hooked on it. But also, when was this? Friday, our homie who left us a message, I don't know if you noticed, but he's the one who posted that Instagram post.
I didn't notice that.
Our friend Volt.
Huh.
Yeah. Because I started following him on Instagram, and I don't usually go on social media, but I was just scrolling on my lunch, and I saw this post, and I was like, oh my God, why did I forget this was a thing? And why am I only finding about it now? So MGS Con, when is it happening? It's happening
the 24th, isn't it?
Yeah,
24th. So this has already happened to those listening. We are talking to you from the future. Or the past. I don't really, God damn it. I still don't really know when we're talking to people from. So people have probably already gone to MGS Con and or watched it on the live stream, which, German, are you buying tickets to watch it on the live stream? Because I am working on that day.
I know. I don't know. It's a Saturday, right?
Correct.
Or for a Friday.
Saturday, yeah.
I haven't decided because I actually don't know what plans I might have. I would love to, but not undecided yet. But if I'm available, I probably will.
Okay. Yeah. I'm wondering if, I don't know. I'd like to, I mean, it's most likely going to show up on YouTube, but like how much later?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And Chris can't watch it.
Yeah, I was going to say I'd like to go, but I don't think I should because spoilers,
I was like, why can't he watch it? Is his computer not working or something? Yeah. It'd be too much, way too much.
Yeah, it would be hard for him to, even if he physically was there.
Mm-hmm.
People in cosplay would be spoiling shit for him. You know what I mean? Without him even knowing what's going on, he'd be like, "Wait, what?
Who are you? Oh, I'm such and such. Oh, great."
Yeah, he would have so many questions. Like, what does this character look like this now? What's going on? So, but MGS Con is happening on the 25th, which is a Saturday. 25th?
24th, I thought.
24th. Sorry, whatever is Saturday. Let me look. No, the 24th is a Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Don't listen to me.
I think it's the 20th. Let me click this thing. The 20th.
Look, I know.
Okay.
Look, man, I don't know anything. So so on the 20th, July 20th, 2024, at the Hilton Long Beach. So if some of our listeners are going, I hope you enjoyed it, because this is already in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys have anything to say about it that we most likely will not get to see, let us know. Comments, email, Codec Call text, whatever, on social media. I'm out there, Noise1TTV. Let me know what you guys enjoyed and stuff. Like, send us pictures, on the social medias. Like, we would love to see some selfies. If you got some selfies with David Hayter, or who else is on here? Lori Allen, who was the boss.
Paul Edding.
Phil Lamar, bro. Who is Vamp. And also...
And the Grim Reaper.
Yes. But I also think of him as Martin. Is that his name? Marvin, the guy who gets shot in the face in Pulp Fiction.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Jennifer Hale, who was Emma, and also Naomi.
Mm-hmm. Is Chris there?
Christopher Randolph, who was Otacon.
Yeah. Otacon. We said Paul Edding. Vanessa Marshall, who was Olga. Who
else are we allowed to say? Tasia Valenza, who was Sniper Wolf.
Oh, yeah, she's there. Mm-hmm.
Doug Stone, who is... I'm blanking out on his name. Psycho Mantis.
Okay.
And German's True Love, Maura Gale, who plays Fortune.
Yes, Queen.
Yes, Queen. There are more, but the post only shows that. But there are more there.
Yeah.
Who did I say? I said there was somebody else that I was like, Cynthia Harrell.
Oh,
the singer of Snake Eater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which that really bummed me out, because I was like, I would love to hear Snake Eater.
Oh, she's gonna sing it.
She has to be. Why would she be there?
Acapella.
Yeah.
There you go.
Archipelago is what you said last time. But I hope you guys enjoy it, either on the live stream or in person. We'd love to hear some stories, because we're gonna miss out. If this podcast is still going until next July somehow, which if Delta does release next December, not this December, but next December.
Next December?
Yeah, I told you it said.
I just heard December.
No, it said December 31st, 2025.
2025, Jesus! Oh, wow.
That's the leaked thing that happened. But also there was another leak from GameStop that said November 11th of this year. So I don't know what the hell is going on. GameStop
that seems like a placeholder. December 31st, 2025. It
does sound like a placeholder. Yeah. And the November one was actually posted to Twitter and then deleted. So take that with a grain of salt. But anyways, if this podcast is still going till July of next year, maybe that's how we'll go out with a bang or something. We'll go and Chris will be able to go because he'll know everything. Hopefully by then we'll figure out something for Mrs. Dammit Chris.
Oh yeah.
So that somehow we can all go.
Yeah.
Something. We'll figure something out. Alrighty. I guess let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Metal Gear Acid.
German, do you know what that reference is from?
Something in Metal Gear, if I remember correctly. I don't remember. So I know someone says something like that, right? Sounds like a psych. No,
not at all.
No, give me a hint. Then.
Nacho.
Oh, okay. The voice you did almost sounded like Psycho Mantis.
What?
Yeah, it's like, get down to the nitty gritty. I was like, oh, okay.
So it should be like, let's get down to the nitty gritty.
I need a light in here.
I see you like Nacho Libre on your memory card.
Okay, I'm gonna suffer for you guys. I'm gonna turn on the fucking light and just bake in this goddamn room.
What?
For the audience, because I need a light to read my notes, and it's hot as fuck in here. Huh?
Do you have incandescent bulbs?
Probably. I don't know. I haven't got down that far yet.
Is this a new piece of paper, by the way?
Yeah, I finally got a notepad.
Chris, he showed me the piece of paper he had. It looked like it's been through some shit.
I can only imagine.
He's like, I don't know where the stain came from. I didn't even did you hand it to me? I didn't even want to touch it. I was like, what happened to this thing?
I just opened it up inside out, upside down, left to right. That was it. There's nothing else I could nowhere else I could write.
Yeah, it just looked like a piece of paper that someone had left in a library book for, decades ago. And people just kept writing stuff on it, like it was a geocache or something. Like, we found something here. Write a message for the next guy. Anyway, yeah, Metal Gear Acid. I will bring up something that He Who Shall Not Be Named kind of brought up in the last episode. He said, "Do we even know what Snake we're playing as?" And I said, "What do you mean?" Right? Because according to, as far as what I know, up to this point, because I don't know the rest of the game. All I know is up to where we are. Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 did happen.
That's okay. That's what I was going to say. So I'm glad you brought this up. I've been thinking about this all week, literally since the last episode we did. So Chris, remember how we straight up told you, don't worry about it. None of this is canon, blah, 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 blah. I kind of regretted that.
Because now I'm questioning it.
Yeah, I kind of regret it. Not only because it's kind of like telling you don't worry about it and, maybe taking you away from this game necessarily, or these next two games, but also because it's like we kind of did that with the NES remakes remakes and its own version of Solid Snake or whatever that one was called. Metal Gear 2. No, that was called Solid Snake. Snake's Revenge. I think so. Yeah. Anyways, those for sure are shit. Don't worry about those. With these ones, I also said, wait a minute. Well, they're good games, so I think you should pay enough attention. But also, based on what I know, they are canon, in my opinion.
Because it's kind of like the Ghost Babel thing again.
Where... Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. I was ready to, if Luis is like, if Noise is like, no, man, I'm like, if Ghost Babel's Babel, then these ones are fucking canon, dude.
If Ghost Babel is Babel?
If Ghost Babel is canon.
Oh my god, we don't let anything slide in this show, bro.
But Ghost Babel is Babel, then these are Babel.
No, if Ghost Babel is canon, then these ones are definitely canon. Gotcha. Yeah, these are officially canon. At least 2 is. I don't recall if 2 is a direct sequel to 1. I want to say it is. I want to say there was references to 1 in 2. But I never played 1, so I don't remember all of it if there was anything. But for sure, I can say that 2... based on the ending, it's canon. Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, I guess there might be two camps again, like there was especially with Ghost Babel. Like, there's definitely two camps of like, no, bro, this was canon. It was a VR mission for Raiden or something, and some people are just like, no, man, it was just a side story because it almost sidesteps Metal Gear 2, right? Like it doesn't talk about 2, but then of course Colonel AI makes 2 direct references to this game while he's tripping out, and it's just like, what the fuck? What is happening? So, but it also could just be fourth wall breaking Easter eggs or some shit, you know? Yeah. So I mean, this is kind of how this whole series is.
It's Kojima trolling us. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially that too is like, some people live and die by the word of Kojima, you know, like his word is the word, you know. But I don't believe that. That's bullshit, you know, especially once we get to Portable Ops.
Oh, Portable Ops? Okay.
Because Portable Ops, people refuse to say that one's canon because Kojima said it's not canon.
Yep, and again, I'm on the camp that says it's canon. That Portable Ops is 100% canon, in my opinion.
There's references to it in multiple games. So it's just like, you can't say this is not canon. Otherwise, Kojima would have ignored it. And he doesn't. So fuck Kojima on that front, you know, like he's full of shit. Anyways, okay, so I'm looking at the character names just so we can kind of, I don't know who's been introduced and who's not. Does the game start with the airplane jacking or no?
Yeah. No. What? No. Well, no, but it isn't in our checkpoint.
It's in the beginning, but it doesn't start with that.
Oh, it starts with this chick, right? Taliko?
Yeah, the meeting of the different people around that table, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Secretary.
Well, Taliko's doing a mission, but we don't even know who she is at this point in the game.
But doesn't it say her name while it's doing the little mini game or showing you how to play the game?
I didn't pay attention if it said her name.
I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention, but
or at least in the dialogue boxes. Anyways, so yeah. I guess it starts in that room with I don't know who they are. It's just a round table of powerful people.
Yeah, it's very vague at first as to who it is. And I remember she's like, "Sorry for calling this so quickly and everything." And they're like, "Oh, it's it's important stuff or whatever. It's fine."
And who is she?
I don't know.
Right? Does she have a name? Is she just in the room?
She's just kind of standing behind them. I guess that's her, but I don't know. I don't remember if it says who she is.
Okay. I just couldn't remember if there was a name to her or not. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember, honestly, that very beginning of that section.
But I guess basically they're talking about that there's been a hijacking or something?
Yeah, they're talking about the plane and the terrorists took over, what is this, a research facility? Like always,
Yeah, I don't remember, something like that.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
No, it's Pythagoras? What is it?
Something Pythagoras.
Pythagoras, yes.
We don't know what it is. We don't know what it does. We just know that they're like, oh no, there must be after Pythagoras. Shit, we can't let them get a hold. We can't let the terrorists get a hold of Pythagoras.
Which, by the way, I love that you said Pythagoras because I've been watching some acid videos just so I can get a better understanding of this. Nobody knows how to pronounce that fucking word. Pythagoras. Pythagorean theorem. That's why. But yeah, people were saying Pythagoras, and I was just like, what the hell is going on? This is what happens when there's no voice acting in the game.
And put your emphasis on the syllables.
Is that where it starts, or does it start where I'm trying to remember the first scene?
I honestly,
I feel like it's in Alaska, isn't it?
Oh god damn, dude! I would have to restart it.
No, I'm pretty sure the first scene is them at that table with that meeting. Yeah.
Okay, so after they say oh shit, flight 326 has been hijacked. I'm just reading off of Wikipedia over here.
I should be watching YouTube instead of playing, but I'm trying to grind for some cards here. So.
That's fine. Yeah, so flight 326 has been hijacked, and there is a what's it called? A candidate for presidency in that plane, correct?
Yeah.
His name is Vigo Hatch.
Yeah, Mr. Vigo.
Yeah, I was pronouncing it Hawk at first, like Bach.
I thought it could be
Hawk. I wasn't sure if it was Hawk or Hatch or what, because I would think Hatch would be H with a T.
Yeah, so probably Hawk.
I wasn't sure, so yeah,
especially
with no voice acting.
Yeah.
So according to Wikipedia here, he is a Dutch American, so I guess it probably would be Hawk.
That makes sense.
If ever I see a name and I know that person is from a foreign country, I always assume pronounce it how we don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it could be Heck. Vigo Heck. Vigo Heck. But
all right, I'm gonna play some YouTube. But anyway, keep talking.
And it's being hijacked by two fucking dolls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Two marionette dolls.
Which reminds me of what's it called from was it
Marionette
Owl? Yeah.
Marionette Owl, yeah. 100%.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So I have here on my notes, the first thing that's on there is it is marionette dolls creepy as fuck. The music,
they are. They really are.
Is really good. I was playing with headphones in my room with my back towards the door in the dark, and it's that creepy clown music. If you have anyone who isn't playing it, it's creepy as fuck. With headphones on, and there's even parts where it's like.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh hell no! I was like, dude, I am very chicken shit when it comes to scary stuff. I love it because it's.
What about clowns?
Clowns, I do find them scary if they're made to be scary. Like a normal clown, no. Pennywise the clown, yeah, scary. But
did you watch the new It?
I did see that. I still like the original better.
But what about the clown design? Does it freak you out more than the Tim Curry one?
No, Tim Curry freaked me out more. But I saw that when I was fucking 6, dude. So I was traumatized. I couldn't shower for fucking years. And I mean years. Because of the fucking bathroom scene. Jesus, yeah. No, but I was gonna say about the clowns, the music. So I'm a big scaredy cat. But I like it because it scares me because it's an emotion. So I like scary stuff, and they will scare me, and I will be like, "Fuck, I shouldn't have watched that scary movie." I'm like, I shouldn't have watched that scary movie because now that's all I can think about. But it was a good movie, or whatever, So those clowns are very creepy, very creepy. What are their names? I had it written
Elsie
down.
and Francis.
There you go.
Yeah. And I don't know which one is the one that's got the wonky eye who just wants to kill for fun.
I
think that might be
Francis.
Right? Is that Francis? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's very just like bloodthirsty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, very very weird.
Can I have fun? Can I have fun?
Yeah. What like she's very if anything, Francis is like Eric, where you have to explain everything to Eric. Like Francis is like, what is that? Is it fun? Does it involve killing or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Sorry to call you out, Iraq, just for fun, but.
Yeah, the other one's like, oh, I had to kill him to send a message or part of the plan. And she's like, why'd you kill without me? That's no fair. Blah,
yeah.
blah.
Oh, and by the way, the pilots have numbers carved into them.
Yes.
Yeah, 1 in 14.
I don't know what was that. What it is? 1 in 14.
Those are the first two.
Yep. And then there's another lady later on.
Yeah.
11. So I don't know what significance these are.
I've been writing them down, and then he says that the lady that got killed, someone woke up. She freaked and then wrote a 5 on the other person. So now there's also a 5 out there.
Oh man, I don't remember that. Okay.
But speaking of, on the plane, the girl, I believe her name is Lena.
Oh yeah,
the one
Lena
arrows
behind them.
She mentioned something about a number. I forgot what that number was. But she goes, "Oh, is 12 here or some shit like that?" I don't remember what she said. So I'm watching the game.
Lena Arrows is the secretary sitting next to him.
Yeah. But she literally mentioned a number. She goes, "What, dolls? Is 12 here or something like that?" She mentions the number. So I'm actually watching the game intro. So it does start with the committee of wise men. So that's what it starts off with. So I'm gonna get her number, whatever number she mentions. But
does it actually say what that group is called though?
It says prime minister and it says secretary. That's all it's saying right now. It doesn't say anything else.
And then the girl's
president. Yeah. It just says it starts off. It says president. He's speaking. It says the secretary. The secretary says the president has arrived. So we know there's secretary. There's a president. There's a prime minister. That's all I know as of right now. Secretary General.
World leaders of some sort.
World leaders. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. World leaders. There's a chairman. So it's just world leaders of some of the countries. Okay. I'm assuming.
And then the little girl that Chris thought we were referring to. That's Minette Donnell.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is it Minette, the quote unquote voice actress that plays Eva? Minette something?
Oh yeah, ooh. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Huh. Now, here's the thing about this. Minette. I'm just being stupid here, but awful sounds a lot like Marinette, right?
Oh, okay.
If her music is almost a reverse happy of the fucking dolls. So I'm just kind of like, and the fact that she was just kind of sitting in the background, like very visible, her she's wearing like a bright reddish like dress almost,
okay,
a coat. So I was just like,
so it's kind of like M. Night Shyamalan Clue.
Yeah.
Right? Why is she wearing red and she's so prominent?
She's right there. Her name, when she finally like quote unquote woke up and she starts talking, her music is literally like upbeat, kind of circusy, versus the Marinettes are downbeat, scary, So I'm like, is she the one controlling them? I'm already sus. I have written down here that she is definitely sus to me.
I kind of miss this is not knowing what's going to happen next.
Yeah. So she's definitely sus. I had written down, this was one of the first notes I wrote. It said, when she's sleeping, the dolls are alive, but then we clearly see them alive, and she's awake. So no, that doesn't seem like to be the case. That was
like
the
she's
first
controlling
thing
him in her sleep or something,
or they're just subconscious. Yeah, like not purposely on, but when she's asleep, they get to wake up or some bullshit. But it doesn't seem like that's the case right now.
Okay, and then so there's that scene, and then we get the scene with
Teleco.
Yeah, Teleco Friedman, I guess, and she's showing us how to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
And
very rushed how to play the game. Did you guys get any of that?
Well, no. You know what I realized is this is how any noob should play the game instead of trying to be sneaky right off the bat. Because trying to be sneaky right off the bat, you're going to fail. Like, you don't know the routes, just kind of brute force your way through so you can kind of be like, okay, this is how everyone reacts. Because I also had like the paranoia of like, okay, if I fire my gun, everyone's going to be alerted.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can AK-47 someone right next to another dude, and he won't even react sometimes.
So there is have you made it past 6? Have you made it past?
No, I haven't gone past. I haven't gone past 5 at all.
Okay. So you haven't.
Well, besides the wall, yeah.
Okay. So yes, right now that's why I kind of told Chris, like, at least just do 6 because that literally opens up the game a ton right now. So what happens is, yes, you can use a machine gun, and I think it's like 4 or 5 squares. They don't even fucking acknowledge you.
Yeah, they don't hear you.
Once you do 6, it's pretty much like Metal Gear. Like they will hear that shit.
Okay.
At a decent distance, yeah.
Okay. So these are the okay. Well, then I'm actually glad we had this as the checkpoint because it's this is like the tutorial area for us. Basically.
It really is the virtuous mission. It's like, oh, this is how you play it. Don't worry about guards. Don't worry, too much. Yeah, because once you do 6, it's like, oh, now it's the fucking real.
So are you telling us from stage 6 on we're playing as Raiden?
You're actually playing as Rose. So I forgot to mention that.
I quit. I'm done.
But yeah, she just kind of shows you how to like rush through, and then we're introduced to Lieutenant Leon, I think is his name.
Leon, yeah, the lion or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, the leader of a mercenary group hired by an anti-government militia in the Maloney Republic. He was once known as Jeff Jones and served under McCoy. Ooh,
McCoy, does that name sound familiar?
So McCoy is the guy that goes to recruit you in Alaska.
Oh, in this game?
In this game, yeah, because I guess I forget where, but they do mention that Roy Campbell was actually asked to.
That's right.
Lead this mission or whatever.
To lead this mission, but he was like, nah.
Yeah.
I don't know why. So
nah.
So he sent his homie, Roger McCoy, to recruit Solid Snake in Alaska. And by the way, the year is 2016.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes. So this is 7 years after Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess Roy Campbell is still alive and everything's still good and whatever. He wasn't turned into an AI. There was just an AI created in his image. And yeah, so Roger McCoy is the guy who teaches you how to walk in front of a ladder and how to climb a ladder, just like MGS1.
Now, I do have a bit of I have a problem with Roger because his fucking name is also like an acknowledgement in military. So yes, every time it's like Roger, I'm like Roger. God damn it, he's talking to Roger. Like,
yeah, it's like did you watch Airplane?
Yes,
it's that's how I feel like.
Roger. What's our Vector, Victor?
What's your Vector, Victor? Then don't call me Shirley.
Yeah, so there's plenty of times where like he'll be like, Roger, what's going on? I'm like, Roger? Oh, god damn it, Roger.
Yeah. Why are you ending? You're starting it with the end. But yeah.
And I don't know if this is just me or if it's just because we just finished MGS3, but every time I when I read these, I always like do it in a character's voice, whether it's made up or whatever. For Roger, I use Zero's voice.
Okay.
And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because we just finished 3, or if it's because he looks that way. I have no idea. But I use Zero's voice for him for some reason.
Now you got me thinking who I'm hearing as Roger in my head. Because it's, you know who it is? It's Ames. I have Ames's voice as Roger.
I definitely have some generic voice actor for him. Just some generic dude. Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Chris?
No.
Ames from MGS2.
Natasha's ex-husband. Yeah, the one who dies.
Yeah.
What is his whole name?
Beats me.
Man, I know.
Ames James.
James Ames. Damn it. But yeah, Richard. No, is it Richard Ames? No,
maybe no.
Dick Ames. Yeah. Anyways, that's the voice I have in my head for him.
So I was gonna say this too. What's really funny is that we are all probably sitting in front of a computer and we're like, fuck it, move on.
I'm looking at a screen right now.
So am I.
I think it's Richard Ames.
Let's just go with that.
Let's go with Richard. And then we're also introduced to Alice Hazel, right? Who I guess she's British. Okay, so now I know what kind of voice to give her. Because in my head, because Snake calls her like a little girl, so I'm like, how old is this chick? Is she like is she like 16 or something? But also,
I want to say,
to Snake, everyone's a little girl.
True.
Now, even Meryl.
Yeah. Now, speaking of little girls, she does have tantrums later on, and then also she's holding a little doll. If you have noticed.
Right, that's right.
That's right. Yeah.
So
I think Snake mentions it.
Yeah, I also Which makes me think about like even in Metal Gear Solid 1 and stuff via the codec call. Like they would mention stuff that I'm like, how do you know like that's what's going on? You're on a radio, you know? You're like, it's like, oh, I see you got this in your hands. Like, how do you know I'm holding this in my hand, bro? You know? Yeah, I know.
Snake, did you like my sunglasses? Which ones? I couldn't see them. What are you talking about? Why did you untie your hair?
Yes,
and take your sunglasses off.
Yes, that
I can't
very
see you.
solid point. He's like, all of a sudden, it's like Master Miller calls you. Hold on, I'm getting a call from Master Miller. He's like, Snake. He's like, yes. And he said, you hear the like little ruffling?
Yeah.
And he's like, were you surprised? About what? I don't know what's going on, dude.
Well, by the way, here you go.
He's
Here
like,
you go, Jimmy.
there you go. He's
Solid
like, he's like, I just took off my sunglasses and hair. It's obvious. I'm like, oh, I didn't know, bro. You know, it's like, yeah.
He just described to him what he's doing on the phone.
Yeah. No, I also wrote down on my notes here. This is me. Lena and Alice look goddamn similar to each other. Is it just me?
I thought so too. Yeah.
Yeah, in their portraits. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess the only way you could tell them apart is one's holding a doll.
That's why I'm suspecting something else is, dude.
I'm
gonna be honest with you.
No, I'm sus.
Everybody is
Alice,
sus.
Yeah.
Everybody's sus here. In my opinion, everyone. There's not a single person that isn't sus to me right now. Not a single one.
Vigo Haktui is sus.
Then you got fucking Gary Busey. You know.
What?
He's sus. Gary, his name? I don't know what his last name.
I was like, Gary Busey.
Oh yeah, I was like, when you said Gary Busey, like I always feel like someone's making a reference to someone with giant teeth.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, who has giant teeth in this game?
But, no. His name's Gary. I didn't get the last name.
Murray.
Oh, Murray. There you go. Yeah.
So
Murray.
he's the guy you go rescue, right? He's got the fedora and the coat and everything.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So that guy is who calls to get help, and he's very sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like really nervous all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's very sus. He's the only sus one for me.
For you, really, no.
Yeah.
So I definitely think he's sus in his terms of he's got alternate motives. I think he'll end up being on our side, but it won't.
Is he not?
Well, again, I think he's got alternate motives, so I think it'll end up being like a double cross or triple cross kind of thing. Like, I'm actually here to steal Pythagoras myself the whole time.
Yeah.
And then he'll turn on you kind of like the boss moment or, you know, or Snake 2 Raiden. And then he'll come back later on as an ally again. I think he's going to cross. That's my bet. He's crossing us. He's got different motives.
Okay.
So you think he's going to double cross us in the end?
I think he's going to cross us or double cross. Is it the first one is the cross? He's going to cross us. Why are you calling it a double cross? Why is it a double cross?
It's always a double cross. There's no single cross unless you're playing Monster Hunter Cross.
So he's gonna double cross us, even though, you know, whatever. But then he's gonna triple cross the other person.
Well, when you're cross with somebody, that means like you have beef, right? So, like, why are you cross with me?
Oh, okay. But either way, so I think
if only we had a way to look this up.
I know, right? I think he's, like I said, he's gonna cross us.
Wait, hold on.
Cross us.
If only I had a rope.
If only I had a rope.
I should be able to use that rope I got.
But yeah, like for sure. Again, this one is a big. I don't know what's going on. I'm curious to see. It's Metal Gear, so there's going to be double, triple crossings and shenanigans and secrets and, you know,
Animal Crossings.
Yeah, Animal Crossings. There's going to be some bullshit.
School crossings.
Children crossings.
Deer crossings.
But yeah, you know, so. Oh, by the way, since I'm rewatching this, it says that the plane, at least the initial incident, the initial killings or whatever, the very beginning, happened the previous day. It literally said the previous day, 1800 Mountain Time or whatever.
Oh, right, yeah, we're kind of doing
that's in the past, yeah.
We're doing like a Pulp Fiction type of thing.
Mm-hmm. So that's in the past. Now, I don't know if all scenes in the plane are in the past, but for sure the opening scene is in the past. So
yeah, and then it even does that same thing when they go recruit Snake. It's like 58 hours ago or whatever the hell it is, and they go get Snake.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, this Snake has a mullet. So he's sorry, not a mullet. Because MGS2 Snake has a mullet too. But this Snake has like what's the word? He's got like boyish. No, he's got like boyish hair.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Yes, it looks a little different. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got like the boyish bangs of like 90s people, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I don't mind.
He's got the what's his face from Scream? Skeet Ulrich. He's got the Skeet Ulrich thing going on.
I see what you mean. Yeah, I don't mind his design. I think he's fine so far. I don't mind anyone's design other than I have an issue with Teleco's in-game model and her fucking
press start. Nothing alike.
Nothing like her. She looks like a fucking 40, 50-year-old woman in the her fucking in-game model, and then her picture's like some 20-year-old, cutie. I'm like, okay.
She's got that like little thing on a receptionist to have like the earpiece. You guys notice that?
No, I didn't notice that. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Now.
Oh wait, she has. What about her earpiece?
She's got like that little like that headpiece you wear for when you answer phones and stuff. She's wearing one of those in the little avatar. No, so not the on-screen one, but the other one.
Really? Okay, I gotta take a look at her. Okay.
Okay.
Also, her outfit is kind of too close to skin color. It feels like she's fucking nude to me.
A little bit, yeah. I think that's on purpose.
I guess it doesn't fit the model well, and then like her freaking press start, whatever, the title screen, her fucking ass is like just right there. Like it's like, I don't know. I think it's definitely like, okay. I mean, I can see why they were doing this, but I don't care for it. I think it's kind of weird to have her like, pointing her ass towards the screen.
And you know who like that reminded me of, like before I ever even, like when I first started this game, like I always was just like, am I playing with like Olga or Nastasha? Because they both have like the same, very similar blonde short hair. So yeah, I was always just like, who am I playing with? And because I never gave it a chance, I had no idea who the fuck it was. But now we know her name is Teleco.
And she knows of you. You're a legend, And Snake, being Snake, says, I'm no fucking legend. He's like, wait, what? He says something along those lines, doesn't he? Oh, wait. Sorry. No.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Stay in your timeline.
We haven't heard that.
Yeah, I hope you have a hard line going like, don't mention past this part.
Yes, I do. I'm going to double down on that line.
I mean, it's a thing Snake says, so not really a big spoiler or anything. But yeah, I guess the first stage, which you cannot replay, which sucks.
Yeah.
So if you missed the free card packs, they're gone forever. You'd have to start the whole game over if you want them. I don't know if there is. Did you get them, German?
I did. I got them. I didn't know that you couldn't redo it, but I got them.
Anything good in there or just random?
Just random. 100% random.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not really a big deal because you can replay other missions and the packs are still there, or they're new ones?
Yeah, it still has the packs.
Okay, so you can over and over go over the same stage and still get more and more packs, right?
As far as I know,
they don't respawn. So if you get them the first time,
so you really do lose those forever.
You lose those forever, but again, it's just random cards. But yeah, once you pick up other stage packs, they'll be gone. But you can go buy more packs, obviously, because you get introduced to the shop. What is it, like Mission 2 or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Which by the way, I'm on the emulator I'm using is it's called PP2P. I don't remember what it's called.
PPSSPP.
There you go, that one. And I got the free version, right? I was like, it said free. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, what's the premium one? I don't know. So when
wait, on the computer?
Yeah, on RetroArch.
It's always free. Do not pay for it.
No, I wasn't. But the point being is like. Or maybe it was like the one where you can donate some money or some bullshit, like whatever, right? Yeah, trust me, I'm not paying a dime for any of these things. But point being is...
What about a nickel?
No, neither. No, but, Chris, quiet. No. But what's funny is when I made it to whatever mission before the card shop gets unlocked, right? All of a sudden, when I beat that mission, it just goes... It kind of glitches, if you will, like a quick little snap of the screen, and it goes... Introducing, and I was
yeah.
I'm like, it's got ads. I'm like, whatever, no big deal. And I was like, no, this is part. And then it's like, Metal Gear Solid 1, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like fucking bastard. I think they do the similar thing in Acid 2. So just throwing that out there. I thought it was like, I forgot about these little fucking.
It literally threw me off too, but I didn't think it was the emulator. I was just like, did a different game get spliced into this game somehow, into the files? And then, it's like, get the new pack for Metal Gear Solid or something. And I was like, whoa, shit.
It's probably pure coincidence. This is definitely not me trying to fuck with Chris here. But does that voice sound like Sigan?
No.
No? Oh, man. Okay. I thought it was like, it sounds like Sigan.
Metal Gear Sigan.
But anyways, so... Yeah, you get the card shop, which is really good. I got some good cards in there. I've been buying the shitload of cards.
There's no confirmation. I thought I was looking at cards and deciding if I wanted to buy them.
Oh, no, you get 3 per pack.
But no, I was just buying them.
Yeah.
So do you get all 3, or is it?
All 3.
Yes.
Okay, because I wasn't sure. Because I couldn't tell if you had to choose one or if you just get to loot. Like, it doesn't make that clear. And I didn't realize that until, just now. It was confirmed to me. But yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like I assumed at the end of the levels when it gives you like the bonus packs and all that kind of stuff, you got all 3 of those. But when you went to buy them, I was like, do I have to choose which one I want? Crap. Sometimes like you have like 2 or 3 good ones. It's like,
right, because it lets you move between them. But I think it's doing that just so you know what they are. Like you can go over
just
them
so you can read them over.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I didn't get that until me too. I was like, am I getting which one do I pick? You know? It felt like a loot box where it was just like, you know, pick between one of these. And it took me a while to realize, it was all 3.
No, but you get all 3.
There's no confirmation on like, do you want to buy these? It's just buy.
Here you go.
or exit, and I was just buying. Like I bought a bunch of them, and I was like, "Oh shit, no! I'm buying all these. Like I thought I just get to look at them and then buy them." But no, I guess it makes sense. It's just like going to the to the Kmart and getting your Pokemon cards back in the day.
Pokemon cards,
But it was random.
My collection I'm looking at right now, directly in front of me.
Well, Jesse has German's collection.
I gotta get that back, or I don't want it back, but I just
nope, it's hers now. You have to fight me for it.
She's got to take the dude, and that's nothing noise. I had all 151 base cards. All of them were like first. I had quintuples of. I had like 13 Charizards, fucking like 20 blasts. I mean everything, you name it. And then I just got tired of Pokemon cards. I just literally was like, I'm done. And I started selling them to some of the neighborhood kids for like a couple bucks each, like 2, 3. This is back when they weren't worth much more than a couple bucks. But I was like, yeah, give me a couple bucks for it. People were trading me games for it. Like, hey man, I'll trade you this fucking Nintendo game, this NES game for sure, man. I was handing those out like candies, bro. And now I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, no,
I had tons of them. Tons.
I made the same mistake with Pogs. Like I'm pretty sure Pogs aren't like that valuable, but I had some pretty cool sets that I was like,
those were cool.
Really sad that I gave away. I was like, fuck, man, like
I miss Pogs.
Like the slammers, the slammers that you would get. And shit.
Man, the fancy ones that were all like foil and stuff.
Dude, I had like a gold plated like hologram one, so like there would be like a hologram of a skull inside it.
Oh man.
And that one won me so many matches. Like it just hit those Pogs so perfectly, because. Man, when you hit those Pogs, usually they just like go everywhere. This one, it was almost like it was rigged. Like the way it hit the Pog, it like hugged the Pogs and flipped, and like everything would flip over together.
Oh, and like one giant stack?
Yeah, and the Pogs would end up on top of my slammer.
Yes.
And kids were getting so fucking pissed.
Dude, Pogs was like the first, what do you call it? At least from our generation, schoolyard fight. It started fights.
Yeah. People got
all the time. Yeah.
People got really mad, and before I could afford like a good slammer, I used to just glue my shitty Pogs together to make a slammer. And that one did the same thing. It would hug the Pogs and flip them over with it. So that got me a bunch of Pogs before I was finally like, okay, I'm gonna go buy like a cool slammer. And yeah, I'd add a few slammers that were pretty cool. And do you remember the store? Chris, you might even remember this too. It was over by State Line. It was called Tees and Things.
I didn't live in Tahoe at that time.
Oh, no. Tees and Things was like, wait. When did you live in Tahoe?
I did. Well, I moved to Nevada near where you are in 2008. I didn't move to Tahoe until officially 2014.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, I guess this was in our childhood. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was where that whole new buildings are. I don't know if you've seen them, but at State Line, there's new buildings, and there was a shop called Tees and Things that I'm pretty sure German probably remembers, and that's where I got my Pogs. And also they had like the cylinders where you can hold all your Pogs.
Oh yeah, the little fucking containers.
Yeah, the containers. They would respond to like ultraviolet light and shit.
Yeah, it was old days, man. Fuck.
So sick, man.
I'm gonna go back in time. I'll be back.
Bring back some Pogs.
Yeah.
But yes, that's cards. How trading cards work.
Yes.
Thanks, Metal Gear Acid, for reminding us.
Oh yeah.
So, Noise, would you say you were the Pog champ?
I still don't understand that emote. What does it mean?
It's new kids saying it's the new.
Goat.
Well, I shouldn't say new kids. It's the new way of saying like you're cool, you're super, you're awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always wonder, but yeah, every time I see, because sometimes it won't show the emote, it just says PogChamp or Pog. I immediately think of Pogs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know what this means. I don't know if they know what Pogs are, and that's what this emote is talking about. But what does even Pog mean?
Pog is like you're cool, awesome, like
no, but does it stand for anything in particular?
Oh, I don't think so. No.
Okay.
It's just a meaning. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Weird. Okay. Yeah. I think that's why also a guy fell off of Twitch. I was like, man, I am way out of touch. I don't know what's going on.
Like I've heard of it.
Getting old.
Yeah, I know. I've heard of it. I know that's what it means, but I didn't know if it meant something else. I just knew PogChamp.
I figured it. Yeah, I figured it meant. Yeah, like oh cool, but okay. All right, man, I'm fucking old. But also in the menu, which I really liked, is it would give you little tutorials. Right? Yeah, it would explain what everything was.
Yes and no, because it doesn't after every mission. Sometimes after you could have used it in the last mission.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're like, oh, now you tell me how to, you fucking bitch.
But
so
yeah. But it's not after a while.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly. Once it tells you all, but it's like, you just got your ass beat, a couple times and you beat that mission. It's like, let us explain how our EA works. Like, you piece of shit. Like, you could have told me that fucking earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I mean, like, just kind of brute force your way through this game. Or through these first couple stages, because I feel like you're gonna waste more time and not enjoy it as much if you're trying to be like a Metal Gear sneaky Solid Snake.
And I think that's where I was going wrong at first.
Yeah. It's really hard to get your mindset out of it because you're like, well, I'm Solid Snake.
Yeah,
and
it's Metal Gear. So
it's Metal Gear. Yeah. Like, what do you mean? Don't be sneaky.
Mm-hmm. It's near impossible to be stealthy and sneaky with the cards it gives you as your base deck. It's impossible. Yeah, once you start building your own decks, yes, you can start getting better at like, oh, let me start being a sneaky deck,
Yeah, and that's kind of why I appreciated those little mini tutorials, because it is after the fact, but it kind of made me go like, oh, and because imagine, kind of like Chris was saying, imagine the info dump before the thing you're gonna do. You're not going to remember any of it.
True.
Right? But if someone goes, it's kind of like when you sit down to play a board game with somebody, and usually I try to read out how to play the game, but if there's somebody who already knows how to play the game, hopefully that person's like, you'll learn as you play. Right?
Yeah.
Like just watch us play. If it's everyone's first time, it's hard, someone needs to read the rules. But if someone already kind of knows, it's like, okay, let's all play together, and then you'll learn as we play the game.
You'll learn as you go. Very true. Because also, like you said, let's pretend one of us is the experienced person. Like in this case with Metal Gear, we'll be like, okay, Chris, you can do this, you can do this, we'll teach him everything. And then something will come back, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you can also fucking do this, He's like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. And then later on, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, if you,
okay,
like, damn it,
just I was about to say, there's gas in this room.
Yeah, there's always something that you're always kind of like, in that scenario, being like, oh yeah, I forgot, this is a rare occasion, but if this ever happens, this is the way you play it, this is the way you react it, whatever. So you're right, the way they do it, I guess, is fine, but it is kind of annoying to an extent, because you're like, dude, like, I kind of wish there was an actual little section where I can just learn all about it, because remember, Taliko just does like 15 things, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? You're like,
just mowing down enemies and throwing grenades and shit. Like, whoa, dude,
shit like crazy. And she's like, I'm using this action card, I'm using it. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, again, I knew most of what she was doing, but I was just like, these guys are probably like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I'm still trying to like learn to not use so much cost in movement, and and mostly I use like my weapon cards to move, because I'm like doing my best to sneak around now that I know how to sneak around, and I know how their patrols move and everything. So it's mostly my weapon cards that I'm like, move with weapon card. And then I also have like a ton of Genome Soldier cards, and I'm just like, use that one. But those ones are expensive, aren't they?
No, Genomes are 4. No, they're 4.
Oh, they're 4 also? Okay.
They're 4, but they move the most spaces.
They move 4 spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had earlier, when I think it was mission 6, maybe. Or maybe I was just trying to replay a mission, and it was like, oh, get to the checkpoint without getting caught or seen or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it was, don't quote me here, but I think it was like 4, 8, like about maybe 8 or 9 cards of move in a 30 fucking card deck. That's 1 fucking third of my deck is move. And it was the first 5 were like, weapons and all that. Okay, cool. I don't need these ones, discard. Okay. Next 2. Okay, discard 2 more. I got down to my last 10 fucking cards, and I was like, all my move cards were at the fucking end of my deck. I was just sitting here going like, are you fucking, what are the chances? When I got to about half of my deck, 16 cards, I said, okay, I just got a bad draw. I'm going to start getting at least one. Nope, still nothing. And I'm just sitting here discarding cards like a dumbass. I'm like, all my moves are at the fucking end. And because everything I was discarding was like high cost, like 8s and fucking, I'm like, I ain't moving with that because I'm going to get caught. You know, I'm only going to move 3 spaces.
Yeah.
And then cost of 8. And then the guard is going to move and turn around and see me, you know. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do that, you know. But anyways, yeah, I was just so fucking pissed. Like, sometimes I know you can move with any card, but I have some high cost cards that I don't want to move with because they're not worth moving with.
Yeah, unless you want to force that movement of other soldiers.
Yes,
sometimes that does work to your advantage, where you're just like, okay, I'm going to do this high cost. Moving. Yes, I need them to move more and not force me to go into a movement thing, you know, or go into my turn. Mm-hmm. But so the first mission is just teaches you how to ladders and
shoot the lock.
Yeah, which I don't think I've even done after that yet.
Nope, I don't think so either.
One of those Metal Gear one-offs, you know, like
100%.
Here's how to rappel.
Yes, no shit.
I'm sure in the future we'll have to shoot a lock, but it's nice for it to show you like you can shoot things from afar too, because you're not directly in front of this lock. Like you're maybe like 2 blocks away from it, or 2 spaces away, and you can shoot this thing. And but yeah, don't miss those starter cards there that are just chilling. And then what is the second area? The second area is the
office.
Damn, that's the office already?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
That's where you go to meet Gary, right? Gary Busey.
Yeah. Gary. Yeah, so yeah, that's where you meet Gary, which
well, because what happens is you get a broken transmission. It's like come in.
Right, from Gary.
And then you're like, who's that? And they're like, oh, it's some guy named Gary. And they're like, whoa, go help him. He's like, Snake's even like, what if it's the fucking enemy? He's like, well, we won't know until we get there. So fucking go fucking.
Yeah, you go.
Which is fine for them saying like, oh, if you die, whatever, you know.
Yeah,
what I got from that.
Because he makes a solid point. He goes, how do we know this isn't a trap? Like, and we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. I was like, all right.
Yeah, but this is where I had a hard time with the robot at the beginning because I was impatient. You know, I was more in the like rush, go, and that is not the way to play this game. Like you definitely need to
plan. There's planning for sure.
I'm so bad at chess. Like I'm good at the beginning, like the first half of a chess game, and then the second half of the chess game, I fall apart. Like it's just
because you just want to go, right?
What that, and I can't think that far ahead. You know, I can't think 12 steps ahead. And this game is forcing me to do that.
Yeah, sure. So I love chess and
chess.
But,
so does Volgan.
Yeah, no but I was gonna say, if you guys have never seen, is it called Queen's Gambit on Netflix? I think it is.
Oh, what a great show!
Yeah, awesome show, by the way. But this chick, she's very good at it. I mean, it's based on true story, whatever. But she's incredible. But she gets her ass beat at speed chess, right? Because she's never really chess.
And hold on, I'm missing all of these. Where is it? What?
Which one? Which one are you gonna play? Wow.
No.
Did you say nerd?
How come
that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking about one of those two.
I don't know why it's not here.
Shut up.
No.
Okay.
It's on a different page.
Oh, okay.
That one.
Okay. Anyways, I was me and my wife were watching the show, and she's like, "Oh, you should play chess. You would love it." I'm like, "I do love chess." I said chess. I was like, "I do love it." And I told her, and I said, "You know what?" And I said, "She's like, why don't you play more often or something?" Because we bought a set, and I was trying to play with her, and I was like, "I get bored. I'm like, I just want to go." Yeah. And that's when I told her. I said, "I would probably. I'm not saying I'd be good or great, but I'm like, I would enjoy speed chess because I'm like, just go. Like, I love that pressure because you're racing the clock as well, you know. So I'm like, that's what I got to find someone to play with, some speed chess, because the whole sitting down and thinking, really, I'm like, man, that's boring. Let's go next, you know. Yeah. Anyways, but
Jimmy wants to play chess like this.
Dude, I'm all about like freaking like as fast as you can, man. Like, because that's what I like. Anyways, this game is the robots. Let me give you my story with the robots. I avoided the robot because I felt they specifically fucking told you do not engage this robot. You can't do any damage without armor-piercing rounds.
Yeah, I thought the same thing, yeah.
So I said, okay. So I fucking avoided him. No big deal. Man, I'm replaying some other missions, right? Just trying to grind for points. And there's robots, and I keep getting the mission that says, like, eliminate all enemies. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, I don't have anti-piercing. So I would always, exit, go back to title menu, come back, just get through it over and over again. And then one moment I was finally, I think 2 nights ago, I was like, you know what? I bet I can fucking damage them. They're just probably not massive damage, right?
Yeah.
And I go up to this fucking robot, and sure, you can kick it, you can punch it. Like, you fucking assholes. You specifically told me not to fuck with it. And unless I had armor-piercing rounds. You don't need armor-piercing rounds, you fucking liars.
Yeah.
I was just kind of pissed.
I kind of learned that same thing with the guys who are wearing Kevlar later on.
Oh, yeah, the body armor? Yeah.
In the armory. Yeah, I mean, you mostly won't do much damage, but one or two of those shots will get through.
They'll get through, but
and
plus
there's also a card.
Anyways. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's also a card that helps get through that.
Through the armor?
Yeah, I got a card. I forget what it's called, but it is a card that's like...
It's not the Dr. Otacon card, is it?
There is that one, but I don't know what other ones.
I think his just makes it to where it does like extra damage or something.
No, there's one that specifically says something about armor.
Negate armor or something? Ooh, cool. I don't have that one then.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah. Also, I was also in the mode of like eliminate everyone in my path.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you were trying to kill that robot.
Yes, I was trying to kill everything in my path, people, robots, and yeah, it made it a lot harder doing it that way. I definitely had to figure out specifically who to engage and who not to engage.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a chess game. Like you really are like, who how do I get through this? And yeah, I mean, when you finally get through that robot room, which is super easy, just let them fucking wheel away. Yeah. Like,
one thing reminded me about that section there. And I want to hope that 2 gets rid of it and fixes it. I hate how you literally have to waste a turn in order to open the door.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
It is so, you're like, I'm one space away from the door. And I'm going to have to waste a full move just to open the door.
And picking up items.
Yeah. Was that? Oh yeah,
you have to land on the space. You can't just walk over it.
Yeah. Oh,
there was one time where I was in, I think it might have been in the office. Maybe it was in the armory. When you go in that one room and it's got like that cage area.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I went in there and I was like, okay, I want to go
That's
in.
Exactly
I knew I had
the room I did it in.
I think me too.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, I walked over it and I didn't pick it up. I was like, fuck.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. Because I was like, okay, so you have to stand in front of the door and open it. So I like walked in and then had it come back in front of the door. And he did that, and it did pick up that. And I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me.
That is ridiculous. That makes no sense, bro.
I want to say 2 fixes the door, fixes the item, and fixes the crawl.
Man, going between crawl and stand.
Yeah. There's been so many times where I'll be crawling through something, and you select, and which way do you want to face? This way. Do you want to stay or stand? Stay. Crap! No, I wanted to stand.
Yeah, I wanted to stand.
And so you have to use another move card on your next turn to freaking stand up.
Well, not only that, but also the fact that you say, I want to move 4 spaces forward, but I want to be crawling. But nope, you got to tell it where you want and then go into crawl, or go into crawl, then move. I want to say 2, you say, like, walk this distance in crawl mode, and it goes, okay, crawl, and you'll crawl right from the beginning and start moving.
You move less, right, when you crawl in this game.
Yes, you move a lot less.
Yep. But it's only like cut your speed in half, it seems.
Yeah, it's only like 2 spaces at a time. It's just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. But
you get through
one cool thing that this game has, I don't know if you have utilized it other than that little tutorial, you can flatten against the walls and you can knock.
I use that, yeah.
It's kind of cool. It's like, hey, that's still here. Awesome.
Yeah. I've set up claymores. And then I go and knock, and I try to make sure it's on a turn that I can move afterwards.
Yes.
Because I'll knock and then I'll move, and they're like, what? And they come over and they explode. So yeah.
That's nice. Good.
That's usually what I do with those little combo.
I know everyone's got like their little way to fuck with the AI.
Well, that's what's kind of cool about this game right now is that I want to see what our decks look like at the end of this game. I want to like share decks, just see what decks we each built, because we're gonna
deck picks.
What?
Yeah, man. Like we're not supposed to be taking off our pants.
Deck picks.
Yeah, take a pic of our deck.
Our deck picks.
No, because it's gonna be very interesting. To each other,
see who's bigger.
Who's bigger? Who's got the yeah. No, it's gonna be interesting because this is gonna be a game where we definitely go about it different ways.
Oh yeah.
100%. We're gonna be like, oh, Chris is gonna. Yeah, I'm just using an example. I'm all about grenades and explosives. Noise is like, oh, I'm about fucking sneak. I'm all about character cards, whatever. It's like, yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Did you guys turn off the movies to the special cards?
I did not. I don't
mind. They stop playing
them
after a while anyway.
No, just because you're pushing the button. You're probably pushing. You push X or really? No, they play for me every time as long as I don't push anything else.
They played for me most of the time, and then recently they stopped.
Huh.
But some of them still do. If it's a new card, they will. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, as far as I know, they still play. But speaking of like glitches, I don't know about you guys. My game or my PSP emulator is broken or something because when I go to save, it doesn't show me any info. When I go to save or load it, it's just the little square, the thumbnail of the game, but there's no info next to it. It doesn't tell me the name, the date, the room, or the time.
Okay.
And even when I click on it, it doesn't say the like the overwrite yes or no. So I just got to push left and push X, and it'll save it. But the first time I thought I saved it, I'm like, huh, okay. And then I came back and it didn't save any of it, and I was like, you fucking bitch. I had to do everything all over again. And yeah, so I was saving in new slots every time. And then I was like, I'll just use save states. So I'm like, nah, but I don't want to use save states and I'll forget, or I'll fuck it up. And then I was like, you know what? I'm like, I guarantee you this is glitched and it's asking me for overwrite. And sure enough, I pushed left and pushed X, and then you can see it like do something. I'm like, oh, there it is. It overrid the game.
Which,
like, okay.
By the way, this is back to the old Japanese controls where you confirm with circle.
Yeah.
And cancel with X, just like the Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yeah, it is. But anyways, yeah, mine is broken. So your guys' games are playing just fine. You can see all that info.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got
I'll
the
show you my
one.
deck pick.
At the end of the game, I think we'll share. But
you want to do a mid game deck check?
No, maybe mid game, but we'll see.
Which, okay, now that we're speaking about that, remember I said I was like, I'm not going to take the time to like make a deck because I know I'm going to be terrible at that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm just doing auto.
Okay.
Except for when I know I'm going to need something for the stage, right? After I already start the stage and they're like, you need to do this. And I'm like, oh, I don't have that. So let me get out.
Yeah.
And then I'll go in and then I'll replace cards that I know, like, okay, I definitely don't need this one. So,
oh yeah.
So I'm kind of doing both because it's like, if I know what I need, then I'll bring what I need.
So that brings up a beef that I have with the game. In that when you redo the missions, it's a random chance between what mission it will be.
Mm-hmm.
Because like when I was redoing, what was it, the Area 3, when I was redoing that one, when I first went to redo it, it was like, oh, sneak through without being seen. And most of my things were guns, grenades, stuff like that. So I was like, I don't need that, so I'm going to switch out my deck, because I got caught pretty soon. So I was like, all right, I'll switch out my deck for stuff that makes more sense. Switched out my deck, came back. Oh, eliminate all the characters.
Yep.
And I had like 2 guns in there and like maybe 1 grenade or something. And
you
it's
had
like,
a bunch of boxes and other shit.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That's my one beef, is that when you go back, there's a random chance. There's no way, as far as I can tell, no way of telling which it's going to be.
Yeah, as far as I know, there is no way either. My beef with the deck, and I don't know if 2 addresses this, there is no save decks. So if you...
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Oh, like
there's no loadout. So if you change anything in your deck, you kind of have to write down, like, oh, I don't need this card now, but I do like it for later. And then if you don't remember, you're like, oh, shit, I got to put that card back,
Yeah. Well, because like one card, especially with those robots that I love, is the HF blade.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Is excellent against those. It takes them down to like 1/4 health.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can, if you have the FAMAS, if you use that on them afterwards, it'll kill them. Or the HF blade again if you need to, or whatever. But also the HF blade, you can attack from anywhere on the level, on the stage.
I don't have that card yet.
No, wait, HF blade?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
HF blade anywhere on the stage?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Because I've been on stage 3. Well, the stage it shows you anyway, the part you're in. So like if there's a second part to the stage you have to go through like a door like upstairs, it won't do that. But like on stage 3, there's that robot on the far end on that top part.
Mm-hmm.
I've got him from the beginning with the HF blade.
HF blade? Are you sure it's not Cyborg?
Isn't that the same thing?
No. Oh, okay. There is an actual HF blade.
Yes.
Wait, is there? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was like, damn, you already got the HF Blade card?
Cyborg Ninja's the card, and the text says HF Blade.
Oh, okay.
I'm damn. I was like, Chris, what the fuck? You got a broken game, bro.
Yeah,
you're playing easy again.
Because I've seen the HF Blade card, like, you know, in screenshots or whatever, and I was like, God damn, how the fuck did you already get that? Like, that's a lucky ass fucking buy that you got or some shit.
So yeah, the Cyborg Ninja card is what I meant. Sorry.
He is good. He is very good. I like that card. I definitely like it. You can use him on cameras too, by the way. You can use it on cameras. Yeah, it's super nice.
I'm guessing the HF Blade card is going to come in once the MGS2 card decks start coming in. Because you know how it's like, it's saying those commercials are like, the Metal Gear Solid, you know, cards are available now. So since MGS2 happened in this universe, there's going to be an MGS2 like card deck set where you're going to get those characters and those weapons and whatever. My guess.
Yeah,
because that's where I saw the HF Blade. I'm like, I'm guessing that's where it's coming from because it doesn't exist in MGS1.
No, not in a context other than Cyborg Ninja.
Yeah, and it's not until MGS2 where Solid Snake gives it to you.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, we get through this office. We meet up with Gary. And what happens? He tells you some shit.
Oh, he tells you about Fleming. Oh, so that's the key point here. Is Fleming a scientist that's being whatever, he's been abducted, and you're trying to. He's the Sokol of this game. And I wrote that on here. Fleming isn't on it. Fleming is something's going on with him as well, because Gary says that when they took all the signs, he's like, "Oh, do you know where Fleming went?" And he's like, "Oh, they think they rounded him up and took him to an island or some bullshit like that, right?" And he says, like, "Are you sure it was him?" He goes, "I'm pretty sure." He goes, he kept screaming, you know who I am? I'm Fleming," as they were grouping them up. So he's obviously maybe telling these soldiers, like, bro, like, I'm fucking the guy that you're here to, you're working with or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he and Lionel are in on it or some bullshit or whoever else might be pulling strings. And that's why he kept saying, "I'm Fleming. Like, what are you doing?" You know? So anyways, that's what happens. Fleming is taken to the residential quarters in the east or some shit like that. East, I believe it was, yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting that you took it that way, because I took it as like he's like self-important or like quite like what's the word? Narcissistic. Yeah, not quite narcissistic, but like, don't you know who I am kind of thing is kind of how I took that.
See, I did at first take it like that, but then I had to replay it again because I told you it didn't save. So when I resaw that scene, the way I took it was like when it says the guards came in and started taking everyone, he said, "Do you know who I am? I'm Fleming," or whatever, you know, to that extent. So that to me was like, oh, he's telling them like, "Hey, fuckers, I'm one of you guys," or whatever. So yeah, we'll find out. Actually, we'll find out which one's which. I do want to say that like all Metal Gears, it starts off with going north. North is just like the freaking, you know, first thing you do on any Metal Gear game, you know.
So the office is north of where we started, but yeah, which by the way, I had to learn I had to learn the hard way that you have to like go all the way out or to a new checkpoint to like finish the mission. Which I learned in the next area, which was the ruins.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I think I told you guys this off pod. So I got to. This is where I stopped every single gameplay beforehand because I was like, I don't know where to go. But yeah, you have to shoot the stupid camera that's facing this wall that's blocking you. You have to like land on the space right in front of this wall that you have to blow up
in order to trigger the fucking
to trigger the cutscene. Yeah, because there's two Codec Calls that happen. One when you barely get in, which by the way, don't use your max movement on some of these areas because
God, that's so annoying.
It's a waste. Yep, I found that out the hard way.
You move two spaces and then here's a Codec Call and it's like, okay, can I move the rest of my spaces?
No, you lost them and it's still counted as your turn. Fuck you, game.
Yeah, those were some really like, come on, bro. So if you got to move in these areas, just use the minimal amount. Fucking
or
crawl
a card
if you have
that
to.
You don't care about.
Exactly. Just waste cards in this, especially this mission because, oh, by the way, your deck, the way the cards come out, carry on to your next mission.
Yeah.
So your deck doesn't restart until you actually get to the bottom of your deck, and then there's a reshuffle.
Or clear that actual mission. Yeah, like
No, even if you clear the mission, on your next mission, your cards are still going until there's a reshuffle.
Really?
Isn't that? Am I wrong?
I've not paid attention. Well, I don't think it's that way, but I could be wrong.
I think noise, but it's when it's not really a mission clear. It's like it's still considered like mission change? 5. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a mission change. It's like, oh no, the store's locked. I have to go around. Mission changed. And it's like it's not a new mission. It's still the same mission. So that's when it doesn't clear the deck.
Then never mind. Okay, so new shuffle every new mission.
Freaking annoying. No, but what you're talking about is still annoying because like you stop my momentum. Now you're telling me I got to go somewhere else. You're calling it a new mission or whatever, and you still screwed me over by wasting my cards and not letting me reshuffle. You know?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, you got to land right in front of this wall to get this codec call. Which, by the way, I miss being able to call people.
Yeah.
For like advice or something.
No, I was thinking the same thing because I was like. They never mentioned how to make calls. So I'm pressing select, I'm pressing start. Like I'm pressing all the buttons to try and like there's no way to call?
There's no way to call, yeah. Which is kind of crazy this is like even MG1 on the MSX, you can call.
Even though he would never answer, but you can call.
Even Snake's Revenge, you can call. Which is crazy. But there's no way to call in this one, which sucks. I really wanted like more intel or some tips or something, but there's none of that exists in this game. Maybe in 2, but you trigger this cutscene and it's like you gotta blow up this wall, but you don't got any C4, it's like, but I have a grenade. Can I use a grenade?
Right?
Can I climb? Can I do? Yeah.
Which is funny you said that because I actually tried a grenade.
Did you?
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Before I even got that call, I saw there was that crack there. And I was like, I should be able to break that. I'm just assuming because there's no other way through. You know, because I tried going down. There's that fence there and everything. I was like, so I got to break through this wall.
Also, if you're Metal Gear 1 Solid Snake, you could just punch through it.
Oh, no shit. I was going to say, dude, I wasted so much time here because I went up the stairs, knocked out or killed the guards up there, destroyed the camera. And then I was like, because there's like items in the area, right? And I was like, how do I get to those? Man, I went up and down. I was like, maybe I got to push this barrel.
Yeah.
I wasted so much time.
I lived in this level for a while.
And I was like, what the fuck do I do? So then I literally was like, maybe I gotta knock on the wall and a guard will come to, and as soon as I walked over it and it goes to the codec, I'm like, you fucking gotta be kidding me. I've been here for like an hour, dude. Just trying to figure out like how, like, can I hang? Am I supposed to like climb? How do I climb? I'm like, I don't remember. Oh, fuck, dude. I was so pissed, dude.
Yeah, you're like, does the crawl space lead me somewhere else? Like, what do I do here? The guy on the other side of the wall keeps, like, seeing you, and you're like, don't look at me. Come on.
Also, this area is definitely one of the my other complaints, reasons for my other complaints. I want to say 2 fixes the camera angles and camera.
Oh.
It's
Dude,
bad.
You can't see where you're going. You can't see where they're looking at you.
Yeah,
you definitely have to use the triangle camera like a lot.
And even that, sometimes the camera, it's like not bright. You're like, I can't really see what the fuck is going on here. You know. I think 2 fixes that a lot. I think 2 is much better camera controls and camera defaults or whatever you want to call them there.
Yeah, just make the terrain that's in front of you and the camera transparent.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
They solved this problem in The Sims, bro. Have you guys played The Sims? You can make the walls invisible.
But this section here, and then it tells you, oh, you gotta go. I think Alice, right, says like, oh, I think there's a C4 in the
west of the armory, and
something like that.
So
or Gary tells you maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
One of them.
But I don't know if I told German this, but I definitely told Chris that okay, so this means quit out of the mission, right? And then go to the office and head west.
No, you didn't tell me that.
Bro.
Oh, hell.
So I do that. And I'm like in the office again, trying to head west, but I'm like, there's no door that goes west. I'm like, is it that weird red door that goes north and then it makes me go west? Oh my God, I wasted more time.
I went up to that red door when we were in the office and I was like, what, do I have to get the key from someone? Like, what the heck? Nothing about, you need to go this way. It's just, there's a dead end here.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And so now that you mentioned that, the key, you remember how you said you don't know what kind of mission you're going to get when you replay a level? So the game is thinking I'm replaying a level. And I thought I did the right thing because, like, when I started that restarted that office mission, I get a codec call.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm like, yes, okay, I'm going the right way. And it's like one of these guards has a key to the door.
You can't proceed until you get it.
Yeah. And so I'm like, oh, okay, so it's got to be like that red door is locked by one of these guys' keys or whatever. Jesus Christ. I wasted hours until I was like, until I was like, okay, let me go back to the ruins And
I must have missed something.
Yeah, I must have missed something. I go to the wall again, and I get the same codec call, and I'm like, wait a minute. And I look at the map after that, and I see, because it says mission change, and I see the target is blue right where I started. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? So,
not to mention in the ruins and in other areas, there's like little fucking ankle high fucking rubble, and you can't walk through it. You gotta go around. I'm like, oh my god! I was like, this is so dumb.
It's just for you to
by
waste
the stairs there. Yeah,
it's just for you to waste another. God damn it! But yeah, so that's how I learned that you have to complete, quote unquote, this mission by going back to where you started, and then stage 4 opens up for you, which is the minefield.
Yeah. Is this the part where you left off, right, Chris? You got to the wall and you're like, okay, I'm done.
So, no, I actually got to where I need to, yeah.
Oh, but you didn't go back to the... Okay.
So, and what originally was... Yeah, I left the armory, I went back, and I'd blown out the wall, and I was like, I'm done, right? And he's like, no, you need to finish this mission. I was like,
oh. Yeah, that's okay. That's good. You're like, just to make sure, we're just...
And that was Friday afternoon,
like, no.
We were supposed to record.
Yeah.
Wait, so you blew up the wall and then what?
Just stop.
That's where I thought we were supposed to stop, because I told you, I was like, okay, I blew up the wall.
You didn't complete the mission?
Right? Yeah. And then you're like, no, you need to actually complete that level. I was crap. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, okay. But yeah, then there's this minefield. And actually, no, I think here's where you get your a Metal Gear Solid 2 pack. Am I wrong?
Is it the one on top of that truck?
No, you know what? I did not figure out how to get that one. No, but
I can't either.
There's like a little shack right as you enter, and you
Is that a Metal Gear Solid 2? Okay.
I think that was an MGS2 pack, but I might be completely wrong.
I don't remember, but I will tell you this much. I edited my deck here, and everything in me told me keep the mine detector. But I said, it probably won't come in handy until fucking later. It'll probably be later on.
Even though the stage is called Mine.
I didn't read it, by the way.
I didn't either.
The first fucking moves. I'm going to hide
behind
the
codec call. They even say in the codec call, it's past the minefield.
Did they? Okay, I wasn't reading that. I was like, I just took it out, you fucking
and they tell you, I think they tell you too, like if you blow up due to a mine or something, you won't alert the guards.
That's on the replay. That's on.
Is it?
Yeah,
you're right. Okay, you're right. Yeah.
That you won't alert the guards if you on the replay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. On the replays, if it's a sneak mission, it won't trigger the guards' attention, which is pretty useful.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was just laughing in my head. I was like, are you fucking joking? I just took it off, man.
The good thing is like they're not like randomly placed. Like they're not. Yeah. Every time you try it, they're in the same spot. So
which is kind of actually disappointing. I think I would have preferred if they were randomly generated every time.
What about replays? Are they in the same spot?
Yep. Same spot.
Okay.
Same as that spot. Even if it's a sneak mission or a limited mission, same spot.
Yeah. So none of us know how to get the one on top of that truck then?
I know how to get it, but I can't get it yet.
I'm guessing, because there's an upper part of this level.
Mm-hmm.
If you
I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
Using that triangle camera, it's like there's more packs and more shit up there, and
there's guards up there.
There's guards up there. Yeah.
So do you think there's going to be like a parachute or something from Metal Gear?
You gotta smoke your cigarette.
Yeah.
Wait for the wind.
Oh my gosh, I hated that.
Oh man,
damn you!
We were there for hours too, man.
Damn you! What was his name?
I don't even remember, but it's easy to find. It's the only one there.
That fucking GameFAQs.
The GameFAQs. Oh, the GameFAQs.
The GameFAQs author who fucking was like, you got to put the gas grenade. Like what?
Yeah. We were like, no, hell no. Because Chris just tried that forever.
I'm throwing gas grenades and doing damage to myself, and nothing's happening. And oh my god.
My guess is that they're gonna put ladders there or something at some point because there's no way to get up there.
Or maybe a ladder. Well, no, I don't see them doing
that. Right? There's no
Death Stranding. You're gonna get a ladder.
You're gonna There's no
a Death Stranding pack.
There's no like physical way to get up there, right? Like I've looked for spaces and stuff, and I can't seem to find a way up.
Yeah,
truck. I'm pretty sure I know how to get up. I haven't tried right now, but I know. I'm pretty sure I know how. The top of the mountain, I don't know. It must be you must come back from that spot.
So you don't need to get on top of the mountain to get on top of the car.
No, that as far as I know, no. I haven't tried. I'll try it later today. Getting the truck.
So
I'll spare you this much. Truck? Not that I know of, so I'll spare you this much. In this, until you beat 6, you probably won't be able to do anything about it either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, will you tell us what you think? But if it's future stuff, then I don't want to.
It's small future stuff. It's not super spoiler. So I do you want me to tell you at least what I think it is? No. Okay.
Okay.
Just in case it is spoiler.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, this took me like 5 or 6 tries. Like I brute forced my way. Well, 5 or 6 tries to get the sneaking. What's it called? Rank or whatever. Because I'm trying. I'm trying to get S rank and stuff. And yeah, it's not too bad once you know their routes. It's just like just go behind. Pretty much just go behind the truck.
What did you guys get? What did you guys get on your first mission? I'm curious.
S.
Yeah.
The one you can't replay.
Yeah.
I think I got an A. I was did you get the card inside of that one hut? Noise. No, Noise, did you?
The HUD of the first one? The first mission? No. That's what we're talking about is we totally...
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I think those costs maybe... Well, because I went in there, got the used cost to go open the door, fucking get the card, come back out. I wasted too much cost, and I got an A. I didn't get the S, but I was like, whatever. I was like, I don't care.
See, I was surprised I got an S because I got caught. Now, I got caught at the very end, and I was able to get out before they could radio and actually go into alert mode.
That's what I've noticed.
I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
It's the alert mode that actually counts like really against you.
Well, it still said I was seen once.
Right, you've been seen, but you didn't have an alert phase.
Alert, okay. Yeah, that's what I think it is too. Yeah, you can technically cancel their alert because they take a turn doing call. It literally says call.
I've done that a couple times. Shoot them or kill them some way.
Yeah, or just punch them. You can straight up punch them. Actually, it's funny. You can just fucking CQC them, and then they'll get up and they're like, oh shit. And then, if you kind of let them, they'll go right back into call. You're like, this is kind of cool.
Which, by the way, these dudes die if there's a card that you can roundhouse kick them with, and they just die.
Yeah, you can kill them even with the punches. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, which is like, what? When I don't want any deaths on my shit. Like I want to knock them out. Which,
by the way, sorry, you can go on.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say I hate that when they do anything to you that knocks you down, you're faint and you're down for 3 turns, but they're only down for 1.
Yeah.
Whoa, that doesn't happen.
It's not even 1. It's just they're up the next turn.
They're up for me the next turn too.
Yeah.
I've never been knocked. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Now, the feint has to. So when you do knockdown, you destroy one of the cards. If you're out of cards when you get knocked down or you knock them down, that's when you put them in feint. But I agree with you, Chris. They get right back up until you beat mission 6.
Okay.
Huh.
That's why I was kind of like, did you do 6? I'm like, you should do 6. It opens up the game.
No, but we got to talk about that next episode.
Well, I said just do 6.
German's on go.
No. Well, because it opens up the game.
Speeches.
Because I noticed that too, Chris. Because even the tutorial's like, oh, if you knock them down and you break the last card, they go into feint. They'll be out for X amount. They skip their turn and they'll add cost. But I'm like, these fuckers get right up. So what's the point? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's not like you can see their deck, so you can't do it strategically.
No, you can't.
You can?
It's the top little calendar on their. So
no, but you can't see what they got.
No, but you can see how many they have, so that's all you care about. If they are down to 1, just punch them, and you'll break that, and you'll knock that card down. Hopefully, if you knock them down.
I didn't put those. Okay, I didn't put that together.
Yeah. The top one is card. Okay. The middle is their cost, and the bottom one is what position they're in queue, if you will.
Right.
Okay. Which I
thought the cost means what position they're in queue.
No, the cost affects the queue, but it's not. So cost is, let's say if they have 8 and you have 5, you're going to count down 5. They'll go down to 3, and then you go next. So you're at 0, right? So they're related to each other. But like let's say he has 2, and you have 6, right? So he's next in line, correct?
Right.
Mm-hmm. But so he's position 1, so he'll have a 1 on his play. But even if you use, let's say, a -4 cost card, and now you're down to 2, like him, he is still number 1. Even though you both have 2, you have to get below him to be next in the queue.
So that last number is just kind of like a summary of who's next instead of making you do fucking math.
It's a summary of who's next, exactly. Like the cost does affect that number, but it's not the all factor in that case.
Gotcha. So so if 2 people have the same cost,
it's whoever would have that number first.
It'll tell you who's okay. The queue tells you who goes first.
Exactly. So use that strategically because if they already have 0, there's plenty of times where I can make my cost be 0. Doesn't matter, they'll go first. So let me rethink this. Let me not use these items anyways. Or like I said, especially if they have like 1, I'm like, guess what, bitch? I'm at 0. I go next. Love it.
Okay, so that's a way for you to sneak. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That I was wondering what that last number meant.
Yeah. That's the queue. But yeah, so that's how you can knock them down and break. And break, I keep saying break, destroy one of their cards, and then they'll be in faint. But again, they'll get up immediately back up. So, yeah. But you're right, Chris. They break yours, you're out for days, man. They'll fucking. Yeah. Oh, God forbid. God forbid they break your card and it's a reload, because then you get 10 plus the faint plus the foul, dude. You're dead.
Oh man.
By the way, I haven't died yet. Have you guys died yet?
I have.
Oh, you have? What happens? Do you get to continue off star, or?
Oh, no, submission failed. So
but then you just go back to the title screen?
Yeah.
Or the mission hub?
Stage collect, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes. I have died. It's very unceremonious.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just like it's not even like, there's no like music, no one yelling your name. You know, it's very just like done. You're done. Yep. You know, it's kind of like you just lost a stack of pogs. And you have to walk away crying.
I cried, bro. So my pog story, we'll go to the pogs real quick. Quick little tangent. I begged my mom for pogs. I begged her. You know, we didn't have a lot of money. So she forked over. God, it was like maybe $10, $15 at Safeway for a little bag of like 20 or 30 pogs, you know? And because it was like the whole little kit, like 20 pogs and a slammer or some bullshit like that, you know?
Yeah.
And I took them to school, and I loved my pogs, and I didn't want to play them. Hell no. And I'd play for, no keepsies or whatever the fuck it was called, right? You know,
just for fun.
Yeah, just for fun. And then one guy, man, was like, let's play for keeps, man. You know, I don't know who he is off the top of my head, but it's for sure a guy who's a local and who I probably see every other day, you know, out and about in town, you know? And he's like, let's play for keeps, man. Let's play for keeps. Like, nah, man, no. Come on, man. Come on. I'm like, okay, fuck it. Fucking smoked me. Fucking killed me. He fucking took all my pogs, bro. All of them. I'm heartbroken. My mom, because that was a pretty penny back in the day, with whatever, $10-15 she paid. Yeah. She's like, where's the fucking things I got you? And I'm like, oh, they're in my room. They're in my drawer. She's like, let me see them. I don't know how she knew, man. I don't know how the fuck she knew.
Just the look on your face, dude. You were fucking sad.
Yeah. Or
you brought a brand new thing. No, that's how it happened, man. You bring a brand. She probably told you don't take them to school.
Yeah.
You took them to school, brand new thing. You left with a smile on your face, and you came back with a fucking frown.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so she was like, cabrón, you know, she yelled at me, I'm never gonna buy anything again. Yeah, the classic, right? So I'm all sad. The next day at school, like I asked a friend of mine, I was like, yo, man, like, give me some pogs. Like, I just need a few so I can work my way back. And he gave me some of his crappiest, beat up, waterlogged pogs ever.
Nice.
Oh,
they're literally peeling apart.
Yeah, they were. I was able to make a nice little collection. I went back to the homie and I was like, yo, man, I'll trade you for all my pogs. He's like, nah. I'll trade you this. I'll trade you no. And I'm like, well, let's play for them. You know, let's play. I don't even know if I have. I don't even know. I still remember what some of those looked like too. Anyways, he's like, I don't even know if I got them anymore. And I'm like, let me see your little bag. And I'm like, this one, I got like 18 out of my 30 or whatever back. Damn. I won them all back. And I told Mom, look, Mom, I came back. I got a bunch of my originals, and I got like another 30 or 40. She's like, those aren't the ones I bought you. She was still pissed. I was like, fuck, man. But hey, that's my little story with pogs. I was sad. I got about 18 of them back. And then my mom was still mad because I fucking lost them. You know, I lost the original, whatever, 20. Yeah. So anyways, pogs.
Which, by the way, there is a PvP thing in this.
PvP?
PvP?
Player
versus player?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
and German's new to gaming, everybody.
I'm bad with words and letters.
PPS is PP, PvP. But yeah, there is a PvP component to this, right?
Yeah, it says network is unlocked, so yeah.
Yeah, we should. I know we probably can't with Chris, but I think between you and me, we might be able to through the net play on PSSPP.
Okay.
We should probably try that for the last episode.
on PSPPP.
Yeah, PvP, PPS. Yeah. I couldn't even do it. But yeah, for the last episode, we should probably try to do that, and just to see what that's like.
That's how you guys can compare decks.
Yeah, that's true.
We could get Chris on this pretty easily. Actually, we just gotta get his game save on the computer. Yeah, his save file.
That's true. Yeah,
right. And you have the
cable.
Yeah, the mini USB cable.
Yeah,
yeah, and it's super easy. It literally just shows up as a folder on your computer.
Yeah,
but the PSP has a memory card.
Huh?
What PSP does he have?
He's got the original.
It's got a memory slot. You can pull out the memory card.
It's
not just a cable.
No, but that memory card is not a normal memory card. It's a proprietary Sony memory card.
Oh.
It's called the Memory Stick Pro.
Oh, okay, that one. That's right. Yeah, I do have a Memory Stick Pro Duo reader, but
Duo, okay. Yeah. There's no SD. thingy
built in. Yeah. Okay, you can do it that way, or but we should definitely get Chris on that to play. Yeah, that's a good way to show decks for sure. We'll do a little tournament. You know, me versus Chris versus you, me versus you.
God, I'm gonna lose. I'm so bad at strategy games, man. This is why I don't do RTS. Like I forget who I was telling. I was like, I don't do RTS. Yeah, it's not big. Yeah, I was like, I don't do RTS because it takes me too long to get my resources. I'm already getting fucking swarmed before I even have a chance. Like I tried StarCraft 2 because I was like, "Ooh, I want to play StarCraft 2." And I make it to like the third or fourth mission, and then I think it's the one with the swarm when you have to actually, what the swarm is, right?
No,
I do.
Yeah, because there's the Protoss or
something like that.
The blue alien guys. You're the humans, and then there's the swarm, and they're like, dude, they're relentless. Like they build up their shit too fast. They're like fucking cockroaches. It's just
really
it's nonsense. Yeah. So whenever I get to that mission, I'm like, nope, not gonna get these guys.
A lot of that too. If you're playing against a computer, the computer can multitask. It can do 3 or 4 things at the same time, whereas you can only do one or two things at a time.
They're like Korean players, bro.
No, it's insane. Yeah,
it's fucked up.
No, I played. I grew up playing like Empire Earth, Age of Empires 2, those kind of games where it's similar to StarCraft. It's RTS.
Yeah,
but it's more realistic in that you're playing like historically or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And it's insane what some of the like top tier players can do. Like they can, because you have to advance through ages and research different technologies and all that kind of stuff, and all cost resources. So the first thing you need to do is like, and this is what they tell you in like the basics, is just make as many people as you can, and then send everyone out to collect all the resources,
right?
And just work on that for the first 5 minutes. That's all you do is collect resources. Then once you have a huge stash of resources, you start researching technologies, you start advancing in ages, you start making an army, and you have to do all this stuff at the same time. And it's just like insane how fast they can do it and build up these armies and advance and everything. And before you know it, they send out like 3 different armies to every base, and they're just wrecking you, and you're like, I'm just now starting to collect stuff. What are you doing? You don't have any defenses or anything like that. It's just, it's insane.
That's how I feel. Like, even though I have the things that are that what is it called? That refine the resources. I have all these buildings, and it's just still not enough.
Mm-hmm.
What is the name of this game again?
Acid.
So Empire Earth was the one I played, as well as Age of Empires 2. There's
not you. That's for sure.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Age of Empires 1 through 4 is available on Steam if you want to try those out.
I thought you said it was Empire Earth.
Empire Earth was one of them as well. That's
okay.
That was a Sierra game, so it's no longer like League, or what's the term for it?
It's abandonware, pretty much.
Yeah. You can still download it and play it. I don't know if there's any online play anymore.
Okay, but you're saying like Age of Empires kind of like continued that.
Yeah, Age of Empires is very much similar to Empire Earth. Yeah.
Okay.
In a lot of ways better. So
I was going to ask what RTS was, but I realized real-time strategy.
Yes.
I did that one.
Let me give you your points.
So I wanted to interrupt real quick because I'm watching the whole beginning of the gameplay here. So they're on the plane, and Vigo, it's kind of confusing what the hell they're talking about, because he's like, oh yeah, the pirates are dead. Oh, the dolls told me. Lena's like, what dolls? Oh no, blah blah blah. But she says this. She says, well, because Vigo before that says, yes, the dolls, they were creepy. And he goes, that kid must be wandering around here somewhere. What fucking kid? What the fuck?
Yeah,
I went back. I literally went back. Like, you mentioned no kid, and now you're saying that kid must be wandering around. I don't know. Point is, Lena says that can't be. Number 16, question mark, on this plane, question mark. So that's the very first number we get. It's number 16.
Yeah.
Then we get 1, 14, 11, and 5. So
that makes me think Minette is number 16.
That's what I was thinking at first too.
Okay.
But she does talk to Minette, and she tells her like, "Oh, like you." I don't know why.
Aren't you scared of traveling by yourself?
Yeah. That's what I thought was interesting. That's right, because then she patches her.
Oh, okay. Is that what you're saying? What if Alice is number 16?
I have a theory. So I'll mention it now. I mentioned that Alice and Lena look similar, and these dolls are a pair. What if like these are two? I don't know, like their bodies and souls or some shit's going on. Like there's a reason why Lena's on the plane, because she patches her through to Alice too. If you remember that, she goes like, "Oh, here, talk to Alice" for some fucking reason. Oh, because she's the psychic. And she's like, "There's a there's a bomb in the plane. You're the one that has to go look for it. I don't know why, because everyone else is paralyzed, I think. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's like a nerve agent.
Yeah, something like that. But the point is, again, I was suspecting Minette, but I'm also suspecting Lena and Alice. I don't know.
Yeah,
interesting.
About that.
Let me bring this up too as well. So as of right now, checkpoint completed. No boss fight. No mock boss fight. No mini boss fight. No nothing. We've just been doing little missions.
Yeah, which I thought that's what was going to happen in the armory, right? That's why I think I told you guys it took me a minute just to get to the goddamn second floor, and I continue on because I'm like, oh damn, there's robots now that I got to deal with, and no part of my brain was like search in these rooms. Like in my brain, I'm like, go from point A to point B, and then I'll get the C4. Like I'll get a cutscene or something, get the C4, and then I'll be able to go back.
Or you'll find a boss that will give you the C4 or something.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
So I just kept getting fucking murdered until finally I was like, shit, let me go into this room real quick.
And there it is.
And there it is in that fucking room. And I was like, what the hell?
Speaking of that armory, we kind of went on a tangent. But on that armory, did you guys get caught by the lasers on the first floor?
Yes.
What on lasers? The first floor? There's lasers on the first floor. They're in a little crevice.
Yeah, I went in there to hide because ironically I set up Claymore. Mm-hmm. And I went over there to hide, and it ran, and I saw the red lights. I was like, "Oh, you gotta be kidding me."
So in one of those like little mini hallways, is that what you're talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
They
look the section one, I think. Yeah.
They look just like the ones in MGS too. Exactly, and that's the only
second one. That's the one I was going hide in. I didn't see any lasers.
No, it's on the first hallway.
It's the first floor.
First floor.
The very first hallway.
The second hallway
near the stairs.
Yeah.
Near the second set of stairs, I believe it is, or first stair. I don't remember which set of stairs, but dude, they're clear. I was gonna go hide in there myself, and I was like, those look like the fucking lasers from the Semtex. I'm like, are those fucking lasers from the Semtex? I'm like,
I wonder if you can you shoot them?
No, as far as I know, you couldn't.
That'd be cool if you could do that.
As of right now, no. But what is funny is I was like, is that gonna trigger an alarm? And I literally sat there for a solid 10 minutes thinking like, they would tell me, right? They would tell me. Like, nah. And I didn't go in there. And I said, no. And I fucking went to the second floor. And he's like, be careful. There's infrared. It's like, yeah, I've seen some of those around. I was like, oh, I was right. I was like,
Did they say that when you're going up the stairs?
Yeah, I believe so, right?
Okay, I didn't.
I'm pretty sure you go upstairs.
When they're no longer there, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I want to say they're in one of those rooms. That's what they say. Be careful, there's some infrared lasers. He's like, yeah, I've seen them around or some bullshit. And I was like,
oh,
yeah, I knew it.
Yeah, see, I did see them in the upstairs. I didn't see them downstairs.
Yeah, there's just one downstairs. Yeah. Just the one.
Okay.
You got caught, Chris. I'm happy.
No, I didn't see any of that shit downstairs for sure. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I guess needless to say, I got my ass handed to me for no fucking reason.
To the robots.
Yeah, and I just said all I had to do was go in that first room, grab the C4, and then make my fucking way out, which was easy because, like I said, I just murdered everybody on my first time going through, just so there's nobody there on the way back, and just used all my move cards to get out of there.
I want to say that in 2, and now this one could be completely wrong, and I could be thinking about a different game, but I want to say in 2, when you're like in these weird like, there's nothing really going on. Like each move card just lets you move like 8 spaces or something. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just made for you to get to the next section, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Like they don't fuck with you with like do 4, stop. Do 4, stop. I want to say that's fixed. I want to say like when especially when it's like, oh, you made it into the whatever checkpoint. Now you got to get the fuck out or whatever.
One thing that's kind of cool though is since I murdered everybody on the first floor, remember we were talking about how like if they're not within our proximity, they don't get a turn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what happened to me is I was just moving the whole time. I'd do my 2 moves and my turn, and then it would be like, and then me again, and then me again, and me again until I got out. So I was like, okay, that's cool. At least I don't have to like deal with robots and guards that are upstairs that I can't see. Like,
oh yeah, for sure. That would be
that'd be stupid for me to fucking and I also turned on the always fast thing in the menu.
Oh, okay. Good thing you mentioned that. So if you hold triangle, it'll fast forward
their moves.
Now you can fuck up if you hold triangle when it happens to be switching over to you. It'll skip your turn. And if you keep it held, it'll just keep skipping your turn forever.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And I did not I mean, I was experimenting. I skipped my turn once or twice. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, so I was holding it when it's their turn. It doesn't. It just goes to you and it doesn't do anything. But like I said, right when it's going to be your turn, if you hold it, oh yeah, it'll just go skip. I'm like, you piece of shit.
Yeah, so I just have the fast mode on all the time from the menu. It's like, it doesn't like, like sometimes you play RPGs and you have like fast on like your messages or battle speed and you're kind of like, oh, this is way too fucking fast. Yeah, so I would just turn it on because otherwise you're watching these dudes walk so fucking slow. So yeah,
and then they stand there and then turn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So if you don't have that turned on, Chris, I would recommend turning that on.
I will. Okay.
I don't have mine on. I manually turn it on, but yeah, I can probably see just doing it later on.
Yeah, that's another reason I didn't have it turned on because I didn't want to accidentally skip my turn. Because I knew that.
But if it's on auto on, you shouldn't run into that issue. So that's a good thing. Yeah.
But yeah, you backtrack your way out of here, and then you go back to stage 3A. 3A? Yeah, 3A, because I guess 3B is probably the upstairs part, or not upstairs?
Well, it's just past that wall.
No, so it's 4A, I believe it is.
No, this is 3A.
Before the wall.
4A is the minefield.
Yeah.
That's why I'm guessing 4B is on the top of that cliff. Same thing with 3A. 3A also has a cliff there that you can't really reach. But I did collect the Stinger missiles that were there.
Yep.
I got one. I said, I ain't fucking with this. I'm out.
Well, I killed everyone, so I didn't worry about it.
It wasn't too bad for me. Like at this point, I for sure was like, I had more confidence. If I wasn't too precious about my alert phases. Because that for sure would always throw me off. I was always like, oh my God, now they're coming, because new guards start coming in.
Yeah.
But it wasn't too bad here. I got all the packs and I got all the Stinger missiles in this area. And then you just go to the next area. Do they say anything at the end there?
I'm almost at that section.
I think there's another cutscene on the plane.
On the plane? Say. Oh, and I think this is when they talk about they killed somebody else.
Yeah.
And is that the number 5 or number 12?
That must be number 5.
Or 11, I mean.
Well, no, 11. She says, oh, I killed this woman and I put 11, just like you said. She's like, good job. And then she's like, oh, but then someone next to her, I don't know if it's another lady, woke up and started screaming and I panicked and I killed her too and I put a 5 on her. I believe that's how it goes.
And I panicked? Yes. I don't think she panicked. I think she loved it.
Yeah.
I think panic was
it's literally a game to her.
Yeah, I think panic was what she said, but not what she clearly felt.
I'm sure she made up that, like, oh, the other one woke up also. Like,
no shit. Yeah, you're right. She was like, oh yeah, but I had to do it.
This one next door just happened to fucking, like I tranked her and she fell off a cliff, and it doesning count, right?
It doesn't.
I didn't kill her.
Yeah, exactly. The classic, like, oh, she's sleeping and I dropped her in the water. Doesn't count.
Yeah, she's sleeping with the fishes. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
But that's our checkpoint right there. What are you gonna say, Chris?
I was gonna say, wasn't there a point too where the one doll, it said something about like fun, and she's like, "Fun? What's that? Is that when you unalive people or whatever it is?" She
something
says?
Like that. Yeah,
unalive people.
I don't remember what she said, but it wasn't kill. But it was like, isn't that where you like carve people or something?
Something like that. She's so sadistic and macabre. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So no, that's the checkpoint. We've talked about a lot of little things. Obviously, this is new to me in terms of I've never played this game. New to Chris in terms of she hasn't played this game or seen this card game. What do you think so far, Chris?
Honestly, my impression is my I shouldn't say impression. My opinion of it is getting much better now that I'm starting to really understand how everything works. I wish there was either a little more tutorial in the beginning.
Yeah.
Not much. I think they do well in not overloading you and everything. But I think a little more tutorial in the beginning to explain what cost means and everything like that. And I think that would be perfect. But otherwise, it's a good game. I'm enjoying it. I also wish you could go and replay the first mission. I don't know why you can't.
Yeah, it bugs me that I did not get those fucking packs, dude.
Yeah, but my opinion is definitely improving as I go through the game. So
yeah, it's got quite a high learning curve.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
and that's I understand why that's a big turnoff to new players who are like, this isn't my Metal Gear. This is not what I want to play. But if you guys have stuck through this episode, I highly recommend you guys play through this. And yeah, if you guys are just passively listening too, that's awesome. But I think you're missing out on a great game because I see that a lot. Anyone who's played through the Acid games is always like, those were legit. Those were pretty dope games. And yeah, if you're big into trading card games or tactic style games or Chain of Memories for some reason,
I like Chain of Memories.
you will like this. It's not real time like Chain of Memories.
No, it's not real time. This game's fun. I like Louis says, there's a lot of strategy. There's also a lot of, I don't give a fuck, just bulldoze your way through. If
you
have
can
the
totally
right
do
cards.
that. Yeah.
There's a lot of I constantly am playing the Yu-Gi-Oh sound effect of the life points in my head. Any action is like because it's just like oh yeah, like go ahead and attack me, bitch. I got the dodge up plus.
Trap card.
Exactly, bro. They'll always do stuff, and it's like, oh, guess what? I'm gonna play this card now, bitch. It's like I constantly just doing the I'm like, I love this game because I played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh back in the not physical cards, like a Duelist
like
Kingdom
the GBA stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that. And I love those games, but they're fucking hard too. There was one game in particular that cheated 100%, just cheats. It's documented. The computer will cheat. They've done save states. The computer will have one card, and if you play the card A, it'll magically be the counter. If you play card B, it'll be the one that can. No matter what card you play, the computer will cheat.
Counter it.
it'll counter it. You can only have. In this game, likewise, it applies. You can only have so many cards of certain cards in your hand, in your deck, and like one of the cards was like Judgment. It's like, oh, you can only carry 2 in your deck. The one you build, you can only have 2. But the computer, yeah, they can have 10. Who cares? I don't give a fuck, And they all happen to be in their hand. Like, what the fuck,
Which we kind of didn't speak about that there are like counter
There are
cards.
limits. There are counters. There's limits to how many. So there are powerful cards, but you can only have so many.
Yeah, and you can equip like weapons and then attach things to those weapons also.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because there's like body armor. The shotgun, I think, is the first weapon you can have like equipped instead of use.
Oh, not for me, but yeah, for sure. It depends what you pull on the decks. That's the thing. It depends on what you pull on from these decks.
Yeah.
I've definitely pulled some pretty good Metal Gear Solid 1 cards right now. The best one I have, I'll just say, is Liquid as of right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Pretty damn good card.
I don't have Liquid yet.
Yeah, he's a glass cannon. Do you want me to tell you what he does? Or do you want to wait and see if you pull him?
I'll wait. That's fine.
Okay. He's pretty good. Pretty good, but yeah, glass cannon. Keep that in mind.
But we did kind of forget to mention that. And there's ones that expand your inventory.
Yep.
Oh, there's cards that negate that take away from your cost. There's ones that will make cost less. There's
they'll downshift the alert phase.
Oh, I haven't got that one.
Really? Oh, you don't have that one?
Oh, interesting.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. Oh, no, it's cool.
No, I don't know what card it is, so that's fine. Yeah.
I love it because it's just like I'm in alert phase and I'm like, God damn it! And
not anymore.
And I'll just fucking knock them down. I'll hide for a second and then.
So
which the timer is kind of weird too. Like the timer is like.
Yeah.
I think it's I don't know. I think it stops when it gets to your turn or something.
No, not for me.
Not for me either. It gets to my turn a lot of times and it'll be at 1 second left.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just how much cost is an actual second.
I was gonna say it probably has to do with the cost.
Yeah, it probably does.
I was gonna say because like when it gets to me, there's like usually between 5 and 8 seconds left.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but again, I think it's cost based. But yeah, no, there's a million cards, like I said, out there. There's so many cool stuff you can do.
There's one that gives you another action.
Yep.
Because you only have 2, but you can bring it up to 3.
I got that one, yep. You can do it up to, I think, 3 more times, they said?
4 total, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
4, really? I haven't got up to 4.
Can you imagine?
So twice, yeah.
I only have 1 in my whole fucking deck, so...
Yeah,
or my whole collection, I guess.
Really? Because I got 2 or 3 of them.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
But they're expensive. They cost like 8 costs, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like, I think it's 10.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But like Louis said, if you actually get lucky and draw those early in the stage, you're usually far enough from any enemies that you can use it. It'll be your turn. Use it. It'll be your turn, and then you use it. That's it.
Yep, that's what I do. Yeah. Do you guys have the Naomi card?
I have Naomi. I don't use her.
Which is the Naomi card again?
It heals you over time.
Oh yes. I think that's one of the first ones you get.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was an automatic one or not.
I think it's nice. It's a good card, but I don't use her right now. I don't really get hurt.
It's
too much.
another expensive one. Yeah, I think that was also 10.
Okay, and it does depend how good you do on the mission that you'll get some bonus.
Yeah, you'll get some bonus cards. Yeah. You'll get bonus. I believe B gives you 1, A gives you 2 cards, and S gives you 3 cards.
Yeah.
There's one character card that I have no idea what it does. I think it's probably for the future, but it's the Mei Ling one.
Mei Ling, yeah.
I have the Mei Ling one.
I have Mei Ling. I don't really
something
know
with
how
the
to use it
Soliton.
Yeah, it's
jamming.
Disrupts the Soliton radar. Yeah, something.
No. It says that increases your partner's ability to do something. I don't remember what. Like,
but isn't it with the
interactions? Well, that's what it's called. The card is called Soliton, but that's not what it does.
Oh.
So I'll look at
I thought it said in the description something about Soliton, though.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But for sure it is with the ally. I do remember that. That's why I was like, well, I don't have any right now. So
yeah, because I have the ones where it's like heal your ally or take away from your ally's costs and stuff like that. It's like what ally?
Yeah.
But
I forget what the main. It is something with that. And then I also have the revolver.
Mm-hmm.
Ocelot one, which is it cuts the cost in half of all
of your guns.
All your guns, yeah.
Is it in half? I thought it just cuts them to 2.
No, to 2. Because
down to 2. Yeah, so no matter what they cost, down to 2.
That's really good because if you have a gun that's like 8, nope, it's 2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and if I remember correctly, every time you use a gun, the next time you use a gun, the cost goes up.
Really? I've noticed it go down every card you use.
Okay.
So here's Mei Ling's card. So here's what you got to remember. So her card is her name, Mei Ling. The card is called Soliton Radar, but the actual thing says doubles all allies interference effects last for 30 cost. So that's what remember. It has nothing to do with Soliton Radar. That's just what it's called because it's thematic.
I think it makes us think of the Soliton because it's about interference.
Maybe, but it does say Soliton because that's what it's called. Because again, I think it's thematic. So like Naomi Hunter, it says healing, and that's I guess self-explanatory. Yeah. It's fucking healing.
Naomi will inject you with fox dye for the next 3 turns.
Have you guys got Meryl?
Yes, and that one. Which one's the Meryl?
I don't remember what it does.
What does it do?
So Meryl is called Break, and it says user's cost is 1/2.
Yes.
That's right. Okay, yeah, I have that.
Halves cost, user's cost. So I like that. It's pretty damn. Oh, and we forgot to mention this. Meryl is one of those cards. There are certain cards that cannot be used as movement.
Right.
Yes. That one and the -4.
Yep, because you know why? Do you know why, Chris?
Well, the -4 one makes sense. I don't know about the Meryl one.
Because the card costs 0. So then you'd be moving for free.
Yep. I think it's the same thing with the alert card.
One you have? I don't have that one now.
Yeah, I thought you guys. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they really are random.
Dude, I did not know
and
that.
You've
one.
been farming. I haven't been farming at all.
And I've been farming, dude. I'm telling you, I got.
And
Johnny,
I got that one. I think I got that one either as a reward or as a pack on the field because I definitely didn't buy that one.
You didn't buy it? Okay.
It was already there, and then I bought a bunch of accidental ones. What does the Otacon one do?
Otacon adds piercing, I believe, or armor.
It does like armor piercing or a percentage more, or
it says
for your guns.
Attaches to weapon, equip type only, adds anti-armor effect. Attack plus 10, hit
that's
plus
the
10.
one I was talking about before. Yeah, especially with those guys in the armory.
Yeah. Attack plus 10.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
So probably works on the robots as well.
Oh, probably. Yeah. I think my best one, like I said, is the solid snake. No, sorry, liquid snake.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't gotten that one yet.
That was good. I like it.
Do you guys have Sniper Wolf?
Yeah.
What? No.
I'll trade you 2 Sniper Wolves for a vamp.
And you know what? I think you can trade. I think that's another thing that you can do.
On the link? Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What's the Sniper Wolf one?
I don't use it. Let me see what it is. Do you know what it is?
It adds 50% chance of hitting a target.
Yeah, it's equip type to weapons only. Weapons to equip type only. 50% hit. Yeah. It's
the little thing that plays for her, I assume she's taking that medicine, the diazepam or whatever.
Oh,
right, the muscle relaxer.
Because she it looks like she put something in her mouth and then she kind of like shakes her head like I can't really explain it. But if you ever get the card,
I know she does that Red Bull, the one when you drink that Red Bull, like
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it's when she's in the room with Ocelot and you in the torture device.
So we did forget to mention, there's a bunch, we're pretty much getting ready to wrap it up, I'm assuming here, but a lot of these good ones like Sniper Wolf and a bunch of other ones, they last only until you use the weapon or until your next turn. So it's not like you have 50% forever. No, right. You have to use it and then use the gun and then it's end your turn, it's over. Now, if you had extra turns or whatever, you could shoot more than once. But some will last for 20 turns, some will last for X amount of turns. 20 costs or etc. Yeah, it's a good game. That's what I'm saying. I love this.
at first, before I knew about the whole cost thing and everything, I was confused by the grenades. Because the first time I used it, I threw it, the enemy went, and then it exploded. And I was like, okay, cool. So it's just after their turn or whatever, it explodes. And then there was one time I went and I threw one, and the enemy moved
away,
and they moved again, and then they moved again. Yeah, they moved away, and like by the time it was exploded, there was nobody there, and I was like,
"Yep,
what the hell was that for?" You know. So that's one of those things where you have to like think ahead, like, okay, where are they going to move? Or
that's why you look at their cost.
Yeah.
If it's 5 costs to use and they're at 6, you're going to get blasted. But if it's 5 and they're at 2, they're going to move before it ever goes off.
Yeah.
That's why claymores are nice, because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, claymores are actually pretty good. Claymores are solid.
Claymores. Oh my gosh,
they are pretty solid.
Claymores are my bread and butter in this game.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of good cards. I definitely want to see. Oh, I sent you the picture of the cool book I got.
Oh yeah, right. That has to be an MGS2 card, because it doesn't. Well, unless they're referencing Twin Snakes, but MGS1 does not have books.
But anyways, yeah, this game's for fun. A lot of I won't spoil necessarily much, but a lot of these are in Acid too. I just don't. Yeah, a lot of these are definitely in 2. I definitely remember half of these, but some of these are new to me too. I'm like, what the fuck's this one? I'm like, okay.
Do their abilities change at all from to 2?
I want to say they're damn near similar. If anything, they might change the little. They say like 50%. It might be a 40% or something.
They rebalance them to.
Yeah, exactly. It might be a rebalance if anything. Yeah, but a lot of these are very similar. Like one of the first ones you get is front evade. I'm like, yep, that one's in 2. I use that one a lot, because if you're attacking someone, you get an extra chance to evade. To dodge.
Oh, and there's even a rear evade.
There's a rear. Also. There's a rear. Mm-hmm.
The roundhouse that murders people.
Oh yeah, that thing.
I don't know why. It's like a one-hit kill.
Well, it does massive. It's like 120 or 80 damage, something like that.
I don't know. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's good. There's so many cards. I mean, there's so many decks you can build. There's a million decks you can build in this game. Yeah, so I'm excited to keep playing. I said, I only did 6. I've been grinding. Noise dot. I beat it. No, I just did 6 because I was like, I'm gonna keep playing, and I did 6. And once I did 6, I was like, okay, you guys should do 6. Like, go do 6. It's good. Do 6. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, keep playing. So the next checkpoint you said is 9 or 10?
10.
Yeah, so once we see
10.
Once 11 becomes available, that's when we stop.
Okay, once it becomes available. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know that was like kind of the way the levels would be shown to you. That's otherwise I would have said that last time.
Yeah.
Like once 6 becomes available, then stop. So
yeah, that makes more sense, because like let's say if you did complete 10, and then you don't watch the cutscene. Do I watch the cutscene? What do you do? Yeah, so once the next stage is available, we stop.
And you don't know if 10 is going to tell you to, hey, go back to 7.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that will open up 11,
Yeah, exactly. yeah. So no, it's good. So
is a thing.
But yeah, no, like I said, let's keep playing. Anything else we want to add about this or anything else? I'm trying to read my notes here. The only other note I have here that is it's interesting is that I put down I'm pronouncing it as Beagle. Beagle Corporation is the one that is funding Fleming's thing or whatever the fuck's going on there, and they're supposedly a legitimate corporation. So Snake's confused as to why they're fucking around with weapons and technology and chemical warfare, whatever the fuck's going on in there. So I just think it's funny. Beagle Company. I don't know. I thought it was Bagel at first. That is how you spell bagel, right?
No.
Oh, damn.
That's how you spell Beagle.
Okay.
You're pronouncing it correctly. Congratulations.
Damn, I did it. Damn.
Is it because beagles hunt foxes?
Beagles?
I don't know.
I thought beagles hunted rabbits.
I guess.
They use them for some kind of hunting, for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure beagles hunt rabbits and stuff like that because they go into burrows.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I want to say for sure.
Do foxes not go into burrows either?
Well, I mean, but a beagle's not going to do much against a fox.
I guess. I don't know.
Let us know. Who would win, a fox or a beagle?
Most likely the fox.
A royal terrier or a foxhound?
That's right.
Royal harrier. Royal harrier. A jackal or a beagle? Who would win?
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Jackal for sure.
Jackal. Is the answer Jackal? It's Jackal.
Yeah, the answer is Jackal.
It's Jackal. Do you know where that's from, Chris?
No.
Oh, man. Do you know where it's from, right, Elise?
No.
Oh, so there's a little clip. You should look it up. It's Family Guy. This is one of their earlier stuff when it was good, in my opinion. But Stewie's there. He's playing Pictionary, with some family, I don't even know, and he's drawing, and the guy's like, jackal, it's a jackal, it looks like a jackal, it's a jackal, and then it's like time.
Oh,
okay. He's like, if it wasn't jackal the first time, why the hell would it be jackal the next 10 times?
Yeah. Yeah, that bugs me when people are like guessing the same. Like, stop. If it was right, they would have told you were right.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I think the only thing I want to add is, like you, German, I am sus of Alice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is about her, but I think it's the whole thing that they're laying on so thick. Like, oh, the CIA and FBI and everyone approves of her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what does that matter? Like, that's not what's going on right now. This is a separate mission, you know.
Yeah.
And so the fact that they're like laying that on so thick is like, why are you out to prove that she's good, like on our side? What, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, like Snake has every right to be. He's very sus of her because she's a psychic and somehow she knows exactly where these things are.
Yeah.
He's like,
that.
Yeah, so
that is a very Snake thing. Is like psychic. There is no such thing as luck in the battlefield. He's like, no, like there is no fucking fortune telling. There is no good luck. It's, you know.
I mean, he did meet Fortune and Psychomantis.
Well, but he still doubts it. He's that kind of guy to be like, well, again, Fortune was the little machine, except for the missiles she
except the missiles that she deflected. Yeah.
Again, who knows? We'll find out.
And
but anyway,
grenade for some reason, but
the planted dud that you guys use.
A dud. Oh, that's right. I need that sound clip. Damn it. Yeah, I mean, he doubts Psychomantis.
He does, even though he clearly shows him.
Yeah, he's like, I hope that's not your only trick. You know, it's fucked up. Like fucking Psychomantis is like, what do you mean? I'm levitating.
Literally, I'm levitating. I'm moving shit all around and attacking you with it.
Yeah, and
I read your goddamn memory.
Yeah, Snake comments the optic camouflage instead of the fact that he's levitating. Optic camouflage, huh? I'm like, motherfucker, I am floating in the air.
You know what? It's almost like those people that doubt, like the Ghostbusters. You know, like when they're like literally like, there's no such thing as ghost. What's his name? Pinkle, whatever that fucking
the asshole, the cop,
the piece of shit guy, the environmental science dude.
You know that guy in real life?
He got shit, yes.
He got shit.
For playing that character.
They actually treated him like he was like a real life asshole. Like for like decades. He was just like,
I think now people realize they're like, oh yeah, my bad, man. But we hated you, bro.
I don't know if that would be a good thing or a bad thing as an actor, because you could take it as good as like, I portrayed this character so well that it's believable, but at the same time, like, obviously it's a character in a movie. Do you not know that? Like,
fuck my life.
Wrote him angry letters. They
threw shit at him in the street.
Like, for not even joking, for legit.
Oh,
but anyways, it's like that. It's the same. It's like there's a ghost. Like, nah, there's no such thing as ghosts. And it's like they literally have one in this fucking metal trap they have. Nah, it's like the whole Hercule. Chris, you would know the Hercule. There's obviously mirrors, you know.
Like, smoke and mirrors. Yeah,
smoke and mirrors. That's all it is.
Yep.
But anyways, so I'm glad you guys are liking this game. Chris, are you streaming this game?
No.
Because any reason why? Because you totally can. Like, this one is, since there is no like
no one you're streaming it to probably knows this game.
Not only that, but like there's no hardcore cutscenes that go on for 10 minutes that you need to pay attention to. It's a lot of like staring at fucking cards while
because he's playing on the PSP, dude.
Yeah. I was gonna say, how am I gonna stream on the PSP? I guess I could do like really old school and just point a camera at the PSP as I play.
There was a dude. There's a dude I found on Reddit that someone was just like, this guy just points his camera at his TV, and then he has a mirror next to the TV that points at his face. So that's his.
I think I've seen that. Yeah,
that's his face cam.
I think I've seen clips of that. Yeah,
and I was just like, "That's awesome!" Like
that's ingenuity right there, man.
Seriously, it just goes to show that anyone can stream. Like people are like, "Oh, you need this." You don't. No, you don't. You don't. No. There's no. You need a game to play or something to stream and to maybe interact with chat. You don't even need to do that, you know.
No, and that's just it. And that's all. You can be streaming to nobody, and it doesn't matter. Because if as long as you want to play it, just play it. And throw it up there. Just fuck it.
Yep. The only other note I have is I really like the music.
Music's all right,
It's not like, it doesn't bother me. It's like, it might be repetitive, but I don't notice it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very of the time, you know, it feels MGS2 style.
I definitely get more too.
Well, I get what you're saying because it's subtle enough that you don't notice it repeating, but it's also there enough that it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's very like it's almost like NES video game music where it's got catchy little riffs and whatever, and yeah, it's not intrusive. I don't hate it. I like it. It's good music for a card game. Like it definitely didn't need that level of what's the word, sound design, but they did care ownough about this game for sure to do that. I had another note. What is so Shinta Nojiri, if I am not mistaken. Give me a second, guys.
It's okay.
He is also the director of Metal Gear Ghost Babel.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
and I can see that. Yeah.
So he if you guys like Ghost Babel, I guess you can kind of feel his.
The Babel. I told you this was Babel. Like, in full circle, the Babel is Babel.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess that'll do it for us. You guys got your marching orders.
Yep.
Stop as soon as 11 is available. Any last words?
My final word is you guys are gonna be like, fuck, I should have beat 6 a long time ago. That's what I think.
Are we gonna be like,
no, nothing like that, but you're gonna be like, God,
our dicks gonna be blown off?
No, not yet.
Or are we gonna be like,
they played us like a damn fiddle?
No, neither. I think you're just gonna be like, fuck, I should have just done 6, man. I could have done X, Y, and Z's already. All right.
I feel like we're just gonna be like,
just a box.
Just a box. Gotta love it.
Whatever.
Oh man.
Cool. All right. So yeah, what?
No.
Oh, there you're gonna say something else.
No.
All right. Well, this has been Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast. I've been your host, Noise One.
I've been Contra.
And I'm Dammit Chris.
And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Make sure to do all the things that people tell you to do, like and subscribe or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Socials.
Share, click, and comment, and
yeah.
all that stuff.
Genuinely, I am interested on the MGS Con.
Oh yeah.
Since this will come out after that, let us know. Super curious. I would have loved to have gone over there for sure.
Oh yeah,
for sure would have gotten an interview or something from David Hayter.
And I wanted to bring up too, because I know in the last episode we talked about, was it the last episode or the episode before that where we talked about some of the reviews?
Who knows?
We gotten.
Oh yeah, last episode.
Yeah, leave some of those too. Like if you like it, let us know. If there's things you think that we can improve, let us know that too.
Leave a review today. We'll get to it by December.
Yeah. We'll get to it eventually.
No, thank you. Sorry we were late on those, guys. Thank you very much.
I should check to see if there's more. Nope, still just those 2. Okay. But we have gotten 5 ratings. Oh wait, no, 5 ratings? Yeah, 5 ratings. All 5 out of 5s. Okay, cool.
Nice.
But 2 reviews. Okay.
Yeah,
I need to check that more often.
Yeah, ratings, reviews, whatever. Like we appreciate any and all
interactions.
Yeah, interactions and comment. Well, not commentary. What's the word? Criticism.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So if you think we're doing great, tell us no. If you think we can improve or do something different, let us know that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And if you guys got some impressive decks, show us your deck pics.
Show us your deck pics
on social media,
solicited or unsolicited.
Right. Yeah, we're interested. All right.
Yes. I want to see. Is it bigger than mine? Is it better than mine?
Yeah. I mean, my deck is pretty small, but it's powerful.
Ooh.
It's very useful. So far, because apparently I have the ability to drop alerts.
I know. Yeah. I got liquid in my deck though. That's all I know.
Your deck is a panty dropper, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Yes, sir. The entire episode is out now. Those 3 are still playing. More content? Yes, sir. Pixel-benders.com is the best place to find it. Yes, you can click the link in the description below. Yes, you can send your questions to info@pixel-benders.com. No, sir. It doesn't cost a thing to give the show a 5-star rating. That's right. Nobody knows you are the one that will keep this podcast alive. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. Listener.